brings on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with
I'm trying to see if I got it wrong or if they got it wrong.
I would say it with the first name of a female. Am I thinking of the right place?
Mary?
Uh-huh.
Okay, but what's the rest of it? That's the important part. Okay, so you'd say Marriott.
Uh-huh.
Anthony?
I produce the travel guys here, so I know the I think I know where you're going with this. So I don't want to answer.
They corrected me and were like, "No, what? It's Marriott." And I was like, "No, it's not. It's Marriott." As in Marriott. It's not Marriott's Great America. It's Marriott's Great America. Marriott, as in otter. It's like a happy otter.
Yeah, that's what I'd say, Marriott.
Yeah.
Or that's what I do say.
That's what I say, too.
Yeah.
Marriott's.
Is that right, Anthony?
Yeah, they have a running joke about it on Saturdays. They keep saying it Marriott because that's just what everyone here says it, but apparently it's Marriott.
It's Marriott.
Apparently. According to them. They're the travel guys.
According to the company?
Yeah, according to the company.
Well, they're wrong, too.
I agree.
And that's why we won in 76. Well, I guess it was a little later than that, but Declaration was in 76. You know, maybe if Cornwallis was staying at the Marriott.
That's when the parade and ring ceremony happened.
That's exactly right. And they got the little the gold bar on the back of the unis now for that championship.
The horses were all gathered, and
the horses were gathered, and with
everybody was lining the streets. Their powdered wigs,
yay,
short pants.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back. Yeah, I've often thought about those Revolutionary War
Time
unis.
to be alive.
Yeah, but like I went, I don't know, I think it was maybe a school trip why would it have been a school trip? There was at some point where I actually was able to feel red coat,
How was the feathered pen?
uni. Oh, the big fountain pens? Can you imagine?
Bloop.
Not only do you have to write letters,
Yeah.
but you got to dunk,
Yeah.
you got to shake it off.
And that 3-cent stamp, my gosh.
And then not only are you writing with this giant fountain pen, and if you mess up, there's no whiteout.
There was not liquid paper?
No liquid paper. You just got to, start over or smear it. And then you have to remember to write those every time. Like if I wanted to say, Jason, we're going to have a lot of fun, I have to do that stupid S instead of the F. So it looks like we're going to have a lot of sun.
Yeah. Just hope the candle didn't blow out.
Right?
If you're writing at night.
And then you gotta, when you fold up the envelope, you got to dump the wax from the candle and do your JR stamp.
Mm-hmm. Seal of approval.
Mm-hmm. I see Chris Guerrero has still not taken his medication since I've been gone. Good to see him.
Oh.
What's
he up to?
He's in the chat. He thinks I should be wearing a mask, which I don't disagree. Be better than this, but you and I actually had a conversation about that. I am still, yes, I thank you, Jason, publicly. I thanked you privately for It's nothing better than finding out hours before a show that not only is that 2/3 of the show is gone on a Friday. Friday was not a fun day for me at all. Also, probably not. Well, you ended up making the best of it.
Yeah, Anthony and I had a ball.
Yeah,
had a blast.
Yeah. Well, I would hope you'd had 4. But I would say
that kind of joke doesn't fly over here.
It doesn't. Is that
No.
that's?
Yeah.
Oh, God! One of my friends over there also showed me. This is we had a drive Saturday, like a 2-hour drive after the match down to London where I flew out of, and he was like, "Oh, I got to show you this. These are the guys I grew up." I don't even remember the name now, but he's like, "This is." We were talking about, The Office and how clearly the American version's better, which doesn't go over well over there, by the way. And then he was showing me, really good guy, but he was showing me like, well, this is what I grew up with. I said, look, man, when it comes to music, when it comes to sweets, when it comes to chips/crisps, you got us. Like, you got us. I give it to I give it to you. Now, Jason, you are the one freedom fighter for the chips.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, it's regular. It's nacho cheese. It's Cool Ranch. It's, that's the holy triad of potato, barbecue, sour cream and onion. That's about where it stops. You bring in, your brother brings in all these, but that's not normal.
Right.
Whereas over there, it's like they have all that, but then they have and a bag of chips. But then they have like side of lamb.
And that's a win?
It pains me. It actually is.
I think you're turning into one of them.
Like ham sandwich.
One of them.
One of those.
Yeah.
It's not, and then the chocolate. Oh God, the sweets are there. Now that's it though. Like we have them in all other forms of cuisine. You know what I'm saying? There's no. We ate at a makeshift
music.
Well, I mean, come on. I'm not saying they're better than us in music. I'm saying, like, come on, Beatles, Led Zeppelin, The Who, Pink Floyd, like
Oasis.
They're certainly. Let's just call it a draw. And I feel like I'm being.
Did you watch the Grammys?
I did a little bit. I watched the Grammys. My wife. So that now my daughter's gone, meaning she's in college.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. And it used to be a my wife and my daughter thing, and they get all ready for it. They love the Oscars.
They get dressed up.
They
red
mentally get dressed up, and then they're grading the outfits.
Oh, good. That's good.
There was I won't be specific about it, but there was a comment at one point from one of the members of my family, and I won't disclose who. Literally, I'm in the kitchen grabbing some water. I'm not watching, and all of a sudden I hear, God, whose boobs are that?
And then did you stop? You had to stop.
Of course I did.
That's a stop and look.
Yes.
Comment.
No, of course it was Justin Bieber.
Yeah, let me judge. Oh, yeah, it was Biebs.
Then Biebs came out at one point in his boxers and did a song. I saw that.
Yep.
The Grammys every year become more and more of a litmus test from my point of view.
I know.
When they, like, the nominees for whatever of the year. And I'm just like, how many of these have I even heard of the artist? And then how many have I actually heard the song? And every year it's getting more and more not great.
Yeah.
Not great. Like I for the first time yesterday saw and heard Charlie XCX.
First time?
There's really some boomer stuff going on. Yeah, I think everything should be Dua Lipa. I like her. I like her because everything seems upbeat, and every Dua Lipa song to me, like I know it's a Dua Lipa song because it's all beady beady booty beady bop 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 dibby dibby dip boop beep, and
Dua Lipa,
and I'm into that.
Yeah. The Ozzy tribute
was great
to the D'Angelo Roberta Flack.
Was awesome. Was the
peak to me.
I seeing Post Malone and Will Ferrell on drums and Slash and that whole crew out there, and also seeing Sharon and the Jack and all that up front.
What's the daughter's name?
Kelly.
She looked completely
different.
I was like,
does he actually.
Yeah, you're right. But I recognize him. I had to pause.
I was with you. I was with you.
I think that's her.
Honestly, they all, if you go back and look at like the first couple seasons of the Osbournes, at Sharon as well, plus Kelly and Jack, and you look at like, if you go side by side, man, doctors are great, you know, or not, depending on your perspective, but it was cool to see that. I will, well, speaking of Post Malone, so for me, like those I'll pick out like artists that get me, and for example, I'm very proud of this, and just because it shows how in touch with the kids I am, right? Yeah. Well, of course, Twitter's down, so never mind. But man, I almost said I was on Billie Eilish early. That's not what I wanted to say. I became aware of Billie Eilish when I think she was 16, and she put out a song called Ocean Eyes. And I really liked the song. And then she followed up with a bunch.
She was Willie Eilish.
She was, back then. Actually, William. William, her last name's Lish.
Yeah.
So it was William which stands for Igloo.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And then who would have thought? And then I started reading about it. I thought, wow, okay, first off, her middle name is Pirate. Like, that's amazing. And then I really got into the fact that she and her brother team up on everything, Phineas, which I think is great. Like, how cool is that to do all of this? Yeah. And you're doing all of it with your brother that you grew up with. I mean, who better to trust? And that's a really cool story, right? Then she came out with oh gosh, You Should See Me in a Crown. She came out with like 3 different songs before her album, which had that Bad Guy song on it. That was a smash. But the groundwork, I mean, you could just, from the jump, and now she's a 10-time Grammy Award winner. A lot of controversy. A lot of people thought she shouldn't have won the Song of the Year. I don't know. Did other people get robbed? Maybe. Lady Gaga won a few. I don't know where I stand on Lady. I think she's incredibly talented, first and foremost. I just like, is she, what I try to do, and I think every generation does this, is I try to pick out artists and be like, well, that's the this of that generation. Is she the Madonna?
That's what has felt like a comp, I think, for a while, but I don't know.
I feel like at the base, she's more talented than Madonna.
Yeah.
But because Madonna was
artist.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if there was a sing-off, you know, or with instruments and stuff, like she's more.
I remember when she first kind of became part of the scene or more of the culture scene. I thought, boy, she just seems so outlandish. And then when it became, you kind of strip it down, you go, oh, man, she's actually really good.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to do all this other stuff.
No, and it's funny because I don't know how many will remember this. I always felt like when you look at Lady Gaga's career, one of the big breaking points were the Maloof brothers. You may remember, I'm sure you will, that I think her first big hit was Poker Face, and the Palms licensed that, and they were playing Poker Face in all their Palms commercials. Mm-hmm. And this was when she was like first, like, what the hell? What are we looking at here? What is this person? And then I think she did her. I'm happy to be corrected on all this, but I want to say she did like a residency there out of the jump, and they were all very, very close. That whole group, and so to this day, I almost feel like Lady Gaga's kind of a original Maloof production. Yeah. And I think they even used some of her stuff in some season ticket pushes. I don't know. Anyway, so it was fun to watch.
It was.
Post Malone's another one. I think probably Post Malone, Billie Eilish, and Dua Lipa. Those are my 3 modern. Like I'm they're gonna be around a long, long time, especially Post Malone.
Did you like Jelly Roll?
I love the story.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I haven't given him. I like Jelly Roll half because of his story, half because our friend is his guy, Matt Vieira, and we love Matt. And then the other half is, I just know that I'm not okay, but it's all going to be, that I think, I'm sure I know other Jelly Roll songs, but that's the only one that I know. But what a story, right? And
sure.
What a story, not just his, like, he was in prison and doing drugs and all that, but holy crap. Because I subscribe to Men's Health, I was reading, I think it was maybe last month, he was on the front cover and was going through, like, his whole, like, what he used to weigh and what he's done. And I don't think there's anything wrong if somebody takes Ozempic or whatever. I have not elected to, by the way, update. But if, look, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. I'm not going to judge you. But his big thing was like, I didn't want to take that. I wanted to do it the hard way. Da-da-da-da-da. This is what I did. This is what I want to say he was like 4, 5.
Yeah, it looks great.
Crazy.
He looks like a different person.
Hey, you see him last night. Man. It's like, well, good for you, dude. What I wonder, though, is I think the nightmare that is when you're that big and then you get that, thinned down, right? Like, there's got to be a lot of excess skin going on.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what do you do there? I know there's surgeries and stuff, but man, like, I'm glad he has a lot of money. Because that there's going to be some leftover. Which, by the way, never mind. I'm thinking eBay again. I'm just saying the way the world works right now. The Jelly Roll got all, like, he thinned down. They had, like, all this extra skin, right? And then they did, like, the tightening, plastic surgery removal, all that, right? There's going to be a market for it. This is the world we live in.
For the Jelly Roll skin.
For the Jelly Roll excess skin. There would be a market for it. People would pay for it.
Yeah.
They would. Here's my collection. What is that? Jelly Roll skin. What does that even mean? Sounds like a donut. It's in a little vial. I display it. What are you displaying it for? Why not?
Who else has this?
Who else has Jelly Roll skin?
Yeah.
Game worn. I mean, if you pay $144,000 for Jason Williams' game worn jersey, what are you paying for?
Is this signed though, or not signed?
The skin. Depends on how much, how large it is. Also, now we're getting into Silence and Lamb stuff. Yeah, it's a skin NFT.
Oh,
are those still going?
I don't know.
No.
I still allegedly have one.
Yeah, I have a
allegedly.
Lot of them.
You have a lot of them?
I do. By a lot, I mean I have I haven't checked them in years. I probably have like 20 to 30 of those Top Shot cards. I mean, I have a bunch, actually. I should check.
Did you ever sell any?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, no.
No, Jason, there was, for a minute, I mean, I'm probably down a little bit, and by a little bit, I mean in the tens to maybe $100 or $200 overall. No, there was a time where right when it was getting going, I sold like a Nikola Jokic and I made some crazy profit on it. Thank God, because I've lost a bunch. I had a bunch of Tyrese Halliburton rookie stuff as well. I wonder if I don't think they're, but I told you, I still have that. The best one is I still have two of the, I think, 50 tickets that got put out to the Davion Mitchell Las Vegas championship game. They made those tickets for the Summer League NFTs. The Kings did. And I bought 2 of them. And I don't think I'm getting my, I think they were, I think they were $50 a piece.
Take a look, see what they're worth.
Honestly, I don't even know how I would. Which I'm hoping like one day my kids find them. From the 916, hey, it's our angry texter. Good morning. Post Malone is a sellout. He went country and hasn't dropped anything good. Here's what I would say about that. I think if you want to go from that angle, Post Malone was always country and probably more punk. And if you want to, there's a lot of conversation about, did Post Malone use hip-hop to get to where he wanted to be, and then now is doing what he wants to do, which I just honestly think he's a multi-sport star. I mean, he's shown that he has put out massive hip-hop hits. He put out a great duet with Ozzy Osbourne. I love that. Didn't get a lot of play, but he can do rock. He can do punk. And now he's smashing with country. I mean, I honestly, like, what is, you gonna put out a song of ballads? Like, what's left? Classical? Post Malone classical? I like it when artists can do different things. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
He's appealing to them and appealing to them and appealing to them. What's wrong with that? You know. So, anyways, everything else good over the weekend for you?
Yeah, it was. You came back to, I don't know what your weather was back there, but
Cold.
you said it was cold.
Dark.
Yeah.
Dark at 3 p.m.
Yeah. So landing yesterday, beautiful sunny day in the Bay, and then drive home, right?
Oh my God! I landed, and I always wear like a
After the shower.
sweat after the shower. Showered. I stayed at this place at this time. This is the Hilton Garden Inn, and you literally
That's not how you pronounce it.
Again, Hilton, and you walk straight out of the. Usually, I have to take like a little short Uber from my hotel to the terminal at Heathrow. No, man. You just walk out level 2. There's a little tramway. You just walk across that. Boom. You're at your gate at they call it the Queen's Terminal for international flights. And boom, I was right there. So yeah, showered. I always wear like I don't ever know what to call them. It's like the zip up hoodie with the matching long pants, like that, like players wear when they travel. They're super comfortable. Jumpsuit, sweatsuit.
Tracksuit. I don't know.
You know, t-shirt underneath, that type of thing, dude. When I stepped outside San Francisco, I was like, oh my God, jeez. It was, I think it was 60 degrees, but it might as well have been 90.
Right.
And then I drove home, all the windows down. Oh, it felt great.
And were you able to stay up till your mandatory? What was it, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock. I stayed up until I took a Theraplu PM.
Oh.
Yeah, had enchiladas, which is always the come home meal, and I think I went upstairs at 7:45. Definitely was out by 8. Well, you know what, Jason?
Yeah.
Before we go to break, let's take a look.
Because your ring knew you were going to be sick.
My ring knew it did. Oh man, it's scary. It did. Oh, in fact, I need to see if it still thinks so. I apologize. I'm more nasally than usual this morning, so just deal. Oh man, what? Not good. This is only got what? 5 hours and 56 minutes of sleep last night. I thought I got more, Jason Ross. You know why? The whites on the white marks on the chart. That's when I wake up during the night.
Oh, so
a lot of waking up
restless.
last night. I only got 58 minutes of REM sleep. Well, there's your update. Don't ever get one of these rings, people. Just don't ever get one of these rings, dude.
Anthony's got a watch that's similar.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I got a Garmin watch.
Oh, and it gives you all that stuff?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, it is scary when it could tell you 2 days in advance you're about to be sick.
Yeah.
But also convenient. Actually, not convenient. There was nothing that changed because I knew, other than me hoping it was wrong.
Well, that's what we were saying on, I think on Friday when you knew you were now sick. We said when you first got your alert, I wonder if there was anything that could have been done to minimize if you went in full rest, chicken noodle soup, whatever it is.
Yeah. I mean, I went and got the only thing that we have in common, I got emergency. I packed myself full of vitamins. I was eating all kinds of fruit and soup. I was eating like I was sick before when I felt perfect, just trying to, and that's where that would really come in handy, is if it warns you in time for you to head it off. Didn't head it off, dude. All right, look, let's get that out of the way. It is a big show for you. Sam Amick doing rare double duty. He's going to join us at 8 a.m., and we'll have him on Thursday as well. He was on Friday, so this is like we're going to get 3 Sams in the space of, 4 shows, because there was a trade over the weekend. So we're going to talk about that. We also talked to Scott Perry a bit yesterday, and we'll kind of try to break down for you what we think's going on. And it'll be. I know there's a lot of pent up frustration. Totally understandable. And let's just say the reaction to the trade, I think, overall has been underwhelming, if you will. We'll try to get into the reasoning and whatnot. We're not going to pitch you on it. We're just going to try to give you our best guess as to what the ideas are behind it, and you make your own decisions. 4-down territory, because guess what? It is Super Bowl week. We'll spend a little bit of time on that. We'll pick that up as the week goes on. And then, oh, by the way, the Kings are playing actual basketball. I mean, allegedly. Mm-hmm. And we have thoughts on last night's game, including the fourth quarter, which was quite interesting as well. We're very happy to have you on a Monday. Sit back, relax. 1-800-920-1140 is the phone number. 916-339-1140 is the text line. We're back with Kings Wizards after this.
This is Bill Cartwright. Join us Thursday, February 5th at the Golden One Center for the Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame celebration.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
At Stockton Honda, we know how to honor a great deal. Like right now during our President's Day sales event. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, you can find star-spangled savings on some of our best models. Why not stop in today and see for yourself? Come celebrate at Stockton Honda and get huge savings on our giant selection, plus top dollar for your trade.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy plates, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try us. That won't make you filthy rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back, which would make you low-key loaded. Or at least wealthy adjacent? Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Winter is in full swing, and Aleve is here to keep you moving. When the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief to get you through whatever the season brings. Chilly days or cozy nights, Aleve gives you that long-lasting body pain relief you can count on this winter. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Shop now for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. It's kind of a chill. What is this?
Swimming pools?
Is this dubstep?
I don't know.
Lo-fi?
Kendrick Lamar.
It is?
Yeah.
Man, my ear still hasn't popped, man. So there's that. My ear still hasn't popped. Good morning. We're going to talk at length about this trade that happened over the weekend between the Kings and everyone else involved. Cleveland, obviously, and the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, and Jason, you're going to have your thoughts. I'm going to have my thoughts. We don't compare notes on that. We often agree. We sometimes disagree. And that's the same in the entire fan base. I will say that these are frustrating shows for me when something like this happens, especially since I think this is the first time, and that's arguable. You know, people have different definitions of what a rebuild is and what's been done in the past with this squad, with this franchise. But I think this is the first broadcast rebuild this team has truly been through, where it's like, this is what we're doing. We're going to, they haven't come out and said it, because they will never say that, but where the team is, and we'll get to the game last night where you can kind of see, they're definitely playing by some differentiating rules this year than they have in the past. What's really frustrating about this trade, and I spent a lot of time, as you always should, on social media, but I love communicating, even when it unfortunately degenerates into yelling at each other.
Yeah.
But the fan base, and I include us in this, even though this is our job, is very frustrated and tired.
Yeah,
they're worn out. They're sad.
Yes.
And it's not this year. It's
a totality of a lot of things.
It's all of it. And we're also, as fans, conditioned. Like, I'm gonna bring up someone I love very much, and you do too, Christina Werner, formerly of Fox 40 Weather, but she is a diehard sports fan, diehard Kings fan. And I follow her on social media, and she and I, go back and forth a lot. I haven't talked to her in a while, but I've seen her tweets lately, especially. Like, she's not having fun.
Right.
This isn't fun for her. This is gross, and she doesn't like it. And I get it. Like, I do. And I want to reach out and be like, to anyone going through that, and be like, I get it, but this is hopefully the process, and it sucks. We're conditioned to want to win games.
Yeah.
We're conditioned to look at moves to improve the squad.
Yeah, I think she alone, and she's not alone. There's a lot of people. Obviously, I read a lot of stuff over the weekend about what people are feeling about the trade or just the state of the Kings. But I feel like we're getting into, besides just an overall frustration, maybe some confusion on whether it's terminology or just where the Kings are, because I think she might have been, and if I'm wrong on her, I saw it from other people, like, if this isn't purgatory, I don't know what it is. The Kings are in purgatory. I'm like, they're last. Like, yeah. I don't think of them as in that middle ground. Like, it's kind of been referenced, like, this is the worst spot to be in there in the middle ground. I'm like, they are not in the middle.
No.
They are not.
No.
Now, they haven't done the full cleanse of all the roster positions.
Right.
And then in the same token, I saw some people that didn't like the trade. That's totally fine.
Yes.
But, like, this was clearly a win-now move, and I went, I couldn't disagree more. Like,
right.
I don't think and no offense to DeAndre Hunter, but I don't think the addition of DeAndre Hunter, here comes, they're going to win 10 of 12, and they're going to push for the 10. I'm like, that was not a win-now move to me.
No.
So I just feel like we've grabbed, like, all these terms that have been said over the years, and try to apply them. But yeah, the frustration, I totally understand all that.
This is where the job is tricky because, look, if it was all about a pure ratings grab, and this is no offense to any other media member, this is just my style, I think a little your style. You have to come on today and you have to have a take. Mm-hmm. You're either, this is why, we're going to tell you when we come back why this is a great trade for the Sacramento Kings and Scott Perry's a genius, or we're going to come back after the break and tell you why this is Scott Perry's first time really stepping in it and why the Kings need a wake-up call right now. And the truth of the matter is, you have to balance between, you and I have been voices in this market a really, really long time, and I would hope with a lot of the audience we've built up hopefully some trust. Not that we're going to be right all the time, but we're always going to try to be truthful.
Yeah.
And this is where I think the right take, my take, which I hope is right. What do I think of the trade? Here's my thoughts. I don't know. I don't know because it's trying to, I'm not going to use a food analogy as badly as I want to. I know. I'm trying to be serious, though.
They want the food analogy, Dave. Give the people what they want.
Do you ever make a stir fry?
No. Oh, no, wait, I have.
Chili?
Yeah.
Okay, chili. It's like starting out with the onions and the green peppers diced, and then you present that as the dish. And you're like, what do you think of this chili? You're like, well, it's not chili, dude. It's green peppers and onions, maybe some garlic, some chili powder. Okay. This is not complete. I don't know what's coming, and here's a hint. Neither does Scott Perry, and I don't mean that in an inept way. I'm saying there's still some time left in the trade deadline. As of right now, they're still looking, they're still active, but there's nothing imminent. But it's like musical chairs. There could be another GM that maybe turned something down a week ago, a day ago, a month ago, and now, oh crap, Giannis wants out this, that, the everything's changed. Hey, let's revisit that Zach LaVine contract. Right. We think we may need to do something. Maybe a GM's under pressure. Maybe a team just need an injury. Things change. So what we're saying today may not be what's happening in 2 days. This is not the end of Scott Perry's moves to make over this team. As a matter of fact, I think in retrospect, this is an incredibly minor move, which, by the way, we'll dissect it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what's next and what he's going to try to do. It's why it's helpful, and we've talked about this since really the summertime, to follow the steps, the basic pillars, to use his terms, the rules of the Scott Perry rebuild vision. 2027 is the year that, should nothing else happen, you have no more Zach LaVine. That is the big, no disrespect to him, but contract-wise, that's the big albatross. All the money, damn near, with the exception of Sabonis and a couple others, and obviously Keegan, falls off in 27. That has always been, not this year, not next year, the year after.
Which Hunter fits into that too.
And that's the thing. So on the surface, it's like, well, they took on more money. Okay, kind well, you pushed
numerically. They did.
Yeah, exactly. But you pushed Schroder's contract,
which add more to it than Hunter does.
Yes,
like terms, longer term.
Exactly. You now have a guy in Hunter who is, in their mind, a switchable wing. Is he young timeline wise? 28.
When did 28 become old? By the way,
I know.
He's 28.
He's getting up there. Okay. We've been begging for a wing forever. When you look at what Cleveland gave up less than a year ago to get him compared to what we gave up, he's a depressed asset, which is exactly where this team should be thinking. But he also becomes a bigger asset next year on expiring. Mm-hmm. We didn't go over the 2027. We didn't violate that. Okay, draft capital. They gave a second-round pick. Let me tell you right now, guys, please don't. You want to focus on stuff, fine. Please don't focus on the second-round pick. The second-round pick is the pick that they got in the Schroder move originally from Detroit, and the pick will end up being the worst of either the Knicks or the Pistons' second-round pick, which is going to be somewhere in the 50s. Pick's a pick. I understand that. It's
could turn into a gem.
I do not care about that. Well, hold on. He signed Schroder to this deal. Yeah, he did, and it is the most movable contract, apparently. Was the Schroder signing a mistake? In retrospect, yeah, I think it was. But I just go back to what he said at the beginning of the year when we said, "Why did you sign Dennis Schroder? What is this?" We asked him. He said, "I got a rookie coach. I want this team to try to compete for him. We don't have a point guard. I needed a point guard, and Russ wasn't set." I think in retrospect, had Russ signed earlier, there's no Dennis Schroder. You get off Schroeder's money. You create space for Dylan Cardwell. You have another open roster spot now. Well, hold on. Keon Ellis. Everybody wanted him.
I think they did.
They did.
What were the offers?
Yeah, and why couldn't you get 2 seconds? Wasn't there.
Yeah.
Wasn't there.
Now, I guess maybe one counter to that would be, just like anything, would there have been more there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Could you have waited?
I don't know.
Or
maybe.
do you have nothing there Tuesday,
right.
Wednesday?
And then did you leave the deadline with 0?
That's right.
Yeah.
He had a chance to grab what he thought would be the best deal. You're losing Keon no matter what. And my biggest question with the whole thing has nothing to do with formatics of the trade. I don't care. It's fine. It's frustrating because we all want it now. And the sad thing is, guys, it's a 2-year rebuild. But my biggest question was, well, hold on. I just want to know why it didn't work with Keon in the first place. Like, why did we not, let his option go, re-sign him, put him in? Okay, so what's his market going to be? Probably 336, 340, something like that. I think the really screwy thing here, we tend to really, and I love Keon Ellis, and I love the story. I'm not going to disparage Keon Ellis 1 second here. We as Kings fans tend to really value our guys. I think in the end,
value them when they're on their way out, like being traded.
Right,
we should get more for them as opposed to when they're here.
And he's a fan favorite here, obviously. And when you're a bad team, you really, now I'm not going to put him in that Kyle Guy category we talk about where there's always the savior. Keon's a legit player. And here's as we go to break. Hope you enjoyed our Kings Wizards recap. Here's what I think is the sad truth about Keon Ellis. I think he's going to do really well on Cleveland.
You do?
I do. I think we're going to watch. I think we're going to watch Keon Ellis in a few months in the playoffs making some pretty damn good plays. I think we're going to see him have a couple of good games, and it's going to be like. But I think it's disingenuous of us to plug that in because I think Keon Ellis. Let's see if this makes sense. This is going to sound really stupid. I think Keon Ellis is a much better player when he's on a good team. I don't think Keon Ellis is a great player on a bad team. Mm-hmm. I think Keon Ellis is a much better player when he's on a team that can make up for his weaknesses, if you will. Keon is very good in the passing lane. He's very good at stealing. He's very good at deflection. He's a very disruptive defender. I don't think Keon Ellis is a great on-ball, straight-up defender all the time, and you've seen teams target him. He's still a plus defender and arguably the best defender outside of Keegan Murray we have on par. But I think because don't make the mistake of looking at Keon Ellis on a good playoff team and what he's going to do and go, well, he could have done that here. No, he couldn't have because the team does not have that foundation around him to make it work. We'll get a lot more into this because I know people are going to have opinions on this. I think my overall thought is you gotta wait. You gotta be patient. You really do. And if you try to grade Scott Perry's rebuild off of this move, you're going to drive yourself absolutely nuts. Hey, man, Scott Perry might tank this whole thing. And we might be sitting here 2 years from now going, holy God, what a disaster. I'm not vouching. I'm saying you can't grade it off of this. We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, guess what? A lot more happened over the weekend without the Kings trade as well. A couple of baseball things happening, even some tennis in there as well. We'll go around the sports world real quick before we get to 3 for Madness and really hone in on this trade next.
Hurry in and save big during Honda's President's Day sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Hurry in and save on our best selection of new Hondas. Each is priced to sell now. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop for great pricing on a giant selection of new CRVs, HRVs, Civics, and Accords with low finance and lease options. Plus, get an instant cash offer for your trade. Get to Folsom Lake Honda or go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda. Yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
All Americans should do what they can to prepare for the future. Donald Trump Jr. here with an important message. More and more Americans are looking for ways to diversify their hard-earned money, and gold is the perfect solution. For example, a gold IRA from my trusted friends at the Birch Gold Group lets you diversify your IRA or 401k into physical gold with zero taxes and zero penalties. You stay in control with a tangible asset that's held value for thousands of years. And right now, Birch Gold is offering a free info kit to help you understand how it works. Just text the word SECURE, SECURE, to 989898. There's no pressure, no obligation, just the facts. You can't predict the future, but you can be prepared, but only if you educate yourself. So take that first step right now. Text SECURE to the number 989898 today. That's SECURE to 989898.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports.
I almost forgot. I saw this in the chat, and it reminded me from who said this. And, of course, I should never bite on this, but I think it's important, too. Oh, hell, I don't know who said it, but I didn't give you yours. I mentioned I got my marching orders from the Kings on this.
Yeah.
I didn't furnish you with that.
Yeah.
I would just remind people of this. The only thing that annoys me is that I would challenge you to find. I'm going to leave Jason out of this just because I don't ever want to say this stuff and speak for Jason, who could speak for himself. I would challenge you to find anyone that has been more that has been harder and more negative on this team than me. Over the last God knows how long, going from we haven't even played any games yet, how can you say we're going to suck, to why are you so Debbie Downer, negative, this and that, whether it's questioning ownership, questioning coaches, questioning GMs. It's documented, and it's there. You may disagree with my take on the trade, and you're fully fully within your rights to do that. But the idea that I would just carry water, it just doesn't match with the past. I'm not going to get overly emotional about this, and I'm also not going to, as hard as it is, I'm not going to make Scott Perry do time for previous transgressions that happened when he wasn't here. The only thing in the back of my mind is he free to do well or screw up on his own? And at least as of today, and every time I have spoken to him or anyone around the facility, not only does he have total and complete autonomy, but I think he's the type of dude that if he didn't, he'd rather be in Florida. He's been doing this way too long.
He's done this a long time.
I don't know if he's going to be good. I'm not vouching for him, but it's his call.
Well, the other part of it, too, is the reality to me of all of this is, let's just say we had a world of a trade where Dave either, which would never happen this way, but we're doing an imaginary thing here, where whatever the Kings did was either received at a 100% like credit rate, like they won this particular trade, they fleeced Team X, blah, 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 or the vice versa, 0%.
Sure.
Every single person hated it.
Yeah.
So we're on both ends of the spectrum. You know what you have to do? You have to wait.
You have to wait.
100% Q score. It's like, hey, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Whoa, I thought it was 100%.
Yeah.
0%. No, they're dumb. Fold. Fire everyone. Hey, it actually got to here, or maybe it might stay there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no one likes to hear that.
Part of it's experience,
right?
And unfortunately, years of being beaten down and understanding that. And by the way, this isn't in defense of the trade. This is to bolster your point of sometimes it's hard to be patient. Mm-hmm. I'm old enough to remember, I believe you are too, where I was listening to Sports 1140, KHTK, and I was a caller, and I was hearing a lot of, see if you can recognize how early where this take's going. Let me get this straight. You literally just traded the best player in franchise history for a guy who not only washed out of a team his rookie year, went to basketball hell, washed out of there. He's a malcontent. He's up on assault charges with his former college teammates. He got caught with a bag of weed in Puerto Rico. You've got on-court issues, off-court issues, massive attitude. By the way, when he found out he was coming here, he cried. His dad had to convince him to come here. We just traded the best player this franchise has ever had, model citizen, ride or die for this city, for this fraud with the nice smile that's probably going to be out of the league in 2 to 3 years. Great job. Chris Webber worked out okay. Mm-hmm. Now, this isn't about this trade. Spoiler alert: DeAndre Hunter's not. He's not Chris Webber.
Right.
What I'm saying is, you had to be patient, and we may be coming back here in a few years and going, "Oh God, it all started with that stupid Hunter trade, and then they did this, and then they did that." We're not asking anyone to believe. Just saying, look, right now, if you want hot, hard takes where they know what's happening, they're either lying to you or they're shilling for ratings. Not going to do it. It's not the answer you want, but it's the best we can do. A lot happened over the weekend, including, how about the A's? Jacob Wilson, big, fat, hairy extension for the these A's.
Yeah.
The Ath.
They're paying the young guys that they believe are going to be a big part of their future. Maybe not so much in Sacramento, but still, he'll be here this year. And Soderstrom got paid. Wilson's now been paid.
It's really interesting when you look at that core, and then like Kurtz is still under team control for like 3 years, 4 years, something like that. It's really interesting. A 7-year extension.
It's not crazy money, by the way.
It's $10 million a year.
Yeah.
It's a 7-year extension at $10 million a year. Like,
which I say not crazy money, but you know what I meant.
In the big scheme, no. The guy has played one full season and
What a season.
What a season. Was rookie of the year until his teammate passed him up. He played 125 games. He had 151 hits. And what was effectively, he played 28 the year before, but was his rookie year. And now they got him. When you look at what everyone else is making in that world for that type of youth, when you look at like the basketball contracts and then compare it to that, they just locked up a dude for 7 years where they don't have to worry about any of that crap. And then they've got their core, or a lot of their core.
Yeah.
Good for them.
And the Giants got your guy.
I'm a big Luis Arias guy now. Huge. I'm going to have
that infield's going to be pretty good.
Look, when you look on paper, I mean, they got a lot of hard outs, man.
Yep.
And I don't know what the hell, maybe this is just my disconnect. But when you look at that lineup now, and you got the Devers and the Chapmans, and now you add Arias in there. Adames. Like, and what happened to Arias? What I see? He's 28, 29. I mean, if he plays 150 plus games, he's pretty much in the bag for 200 hits or somewhere in there. Okay, well, they got him relatively cheap. This is one of those where, like, I could see him being a Giant for the next, 8 years. He just seems like a Giants-y guy. Now, if he could just do better on our little game, I'd be fine with that, but it is what it is. All right, quick break. When we come back, 3 for Madness. Let's get into this trade. We want your phone calls. 1-800-920-1140, 916-339-1140 is your text line as well. We want you to weigh in. We want to hear about it. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you meh? Are you wait and see? Whatever. We'll get into that 3 for Madness next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers!
Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Better not get caught snoozing, miss one deduction, lose thousands, not amusing.
Big tax changes can mean bigger refunds at Jackson Hewitt, and right now get $100 just to try us.
Don't worry, tax filers. If money is tight, get $100 from Jackson Hewitt, so you'll sleep better at night.
Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. Life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It is I, George Washington. Let me tell you about a President's Day sale from Big O Tires.
No, listen to me. I'm the honest one.
I got this, Abe. It's really no big deal.
I'll make the declaration. I'm on the $100 bill.
You're not even a president, Ben.
Now through February 22nd, buy 3, get 1 free of 4 select in-stock Big O branded tires with installation purchase.
Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Taxes was waiting on the refund you needed yesterday.
All right, your car repair is going to run about $3,000.
Now Taxes is getting back on the road with TurboTax and Credit Karma, where you can get your refund up to 5 days faster and get personalized guidance to take every dollar further. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Deposit a federal refund into Credit Karma Money account and early submission of refund data by IRS required. Terms apply. Banking services provided by MVB Bank, Inc. Member FDIC. Credit Karma is not a bank.
Meet Lee Platts, a renter whose possessions fill not only her apartment, but also the darkest corners of a mini storage unit. A land of both truth and fiction. Truth, everything inside is protected by Progressive. Fiction, One day, Lee will fit into her clothes from senior year of high school. Renters, discover coverage for what you love and what you can't get rid of in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Come check out Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Plenty of well-lit parking available, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. And remember, Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, John Party, and more. Line dancing live DJs, mechanical bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. It's the perfect Valentine's gift. Surprise them with live country music and dancing. Country in the Park, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Hoblit Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Center and Hilton Sacramento. For more info, visit CITPFest.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Welcome back. Hey, coming up, Sam Amick at 8. Also a double dose of Kings Rewind. Also should mention Chris Verlaud, the Verlaud squad, off till what, Wednesday?
Yeah, I think he was out Thursday, Friday. I know he was out Thursday, Friday. He's out today and tomorrow.
More like Chris Vacation Laud. Got him. Why doesn't he ever get crap?
I don't know.
I'm the only one.
He's always gone.
He's always gone.
Yeah. I mean, and Wally Pipp, we got Anthony.
Yeah. Love Anthony.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony.
Hey.
Yeah, he's always gone. Chris Verlaud's always gone.
Yeah.
I don't even know when I'm gone next. Or you.
Not this month.
Not. Oh, by the way, how cool is this month, right? Mm-hmm. It's a perfect month. It's a perfect month. Because non-leap year and the way things worked out, blah, 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 blah. Sunday was the first, right? All the way through. There are 4 Sundays, 4 Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Ends on a Saturday next month. Hasn't happened in years. Won't happen for more years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect month. Everything's symmetrical.
Just lines up beautifully.
So for us, the OCD crowd,
the calendar
here,
looks great. To
yeah,
the eye.
it's a perfect little square. Oh,
okay.
One.
Like when the calendars have that like half. Like,
yeah.
Hey, there's a Sunday that's the 24th and the 31st. It's like, yeah, give it a full square.
None of that garbage.
Yeah.
Wish every month was like that.
Right.
All of them, but something about Romans and Gregorians or something.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Greg Calendar make this.
Yeah. Right. Come on, Bob Calendar.
Yeah.
3 for Madness. Question 1.
Do you like the trade that the Kings made on Saturday?
No.
Back to you.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's a trade that they made, and it happened. It was like how I said this about the first quarter of last night's Kings-Wizards game. I said it was one of the quarters of NBA basketball I've ever seen. This is one of the trades of all time for the Kings.
Yeah.
No, I can understand and roll through it.
Right.
But I need to see more.
Yeah.
I need to see more.
Okay. Well, I'll do it. I'll try to do my best on its own, assuming that nothing else happens in the short term, like by Thursday. There's going to be more that's going to happen to change the team by next year. And I think you laid it out earlier pretty well that everything in this trade, in this particular trade, keeps the Kings lined up for kind of a real launch, at least in their mind, the 27-28 season. Yeah. So let's go with what they added. There's some elements that I do like. I do like DeAndre Hunter personally, like as a concept, as a player, as something the Kings would try to acquire. A 6'7" wing. They've been short on wings. He's a versatile defender, switchable. Shooting numbers are down, but career-wise, this is an off year.
Yes.
He's been better than he has this year. So now it's like, why was he not as good in Cleveland? surrounded around better players than maybe when he was in Atlanta. I don't know the answer to that. I didn't watch all of DeAndre Hunter's games. How will he look here? I don't know. I want to see that. We'll find out for the first time on Wednesday and start to make our assessments of him. Some of the elements maybe I didn't like. It's, I'm torn on a like, don't like, where you sign a player and then already move on from the player. There's maybe an admittance of a mistake. Part of me likes that they admitted the mistake and didn't hang on to it, but also well, why did we get there first place? So where was the judgment in the Schroder decision? And then Keon, part of what I probably believe a lot of people think, Dave, is that when you hear like Sam last week telling us 14, 15, 16 teams are interested in Keon.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when it starts to get floated out there, the Kings want a late first-round pick for him. Well, they didn't get anything back in return. And all the boxes that I personally wanted them to check was getting younger. They did in a way here.
Yeah.
Cap and salary relief, I would say no, but not damaging. And then getting draft capital back. They did not check that box. So they couldn't, maybe, or could they have waited longer? So there's hits, there's misses, there's questions, there's like, I see that part of it. So like part of me would be interested in seeing Keegan and Hunter play together. I like what that. I don't think the Kings have very many long-winged athletes. I just don't. No. There's another one. There's a glut at the guard position. But then I also look at like Keon just on his own. Like that's like a team success story. You got a guy, he developed, he worked the ranks.
That's the tough part.
Those are the kind of things this team needs to do more of. But for whatever reason, it just didn't seem like he was a part of their future. And that's okay.
Sure.
But, I don't know. My belief is that there really wasn't that much more out there for him.
I think there's almost every statement you can make about this, there's a rewind to the statement. So, for example, Keon wasn't coming back. He wasn't going to be a part of their future. He wasn't going to re-sign here. So they got what they could get while they could get it. Now the rewind on that is, well, why wasn't he? Why didn't you let his option? Why did you pick up his option? Why did you just keep the rights and re-sign him? I'll say it again. Keon's going to do well for a good team. He's going to have moments. We're going to see that. I don't know that I'm
intrigued by that part of it.
You think maybe no?
I don't know the answer to that. I mean, the concept of Keon makes sense on the yes. I think there's, like you talked about earlier, like some people target him. He's a good off-ball defender. He's a good risk taker. Yeah. I mean, he creates havoc. I just looked at the Cavs, though, and does Keon slide right back into the role he was here where I go, okay, when healthy, because Garland hasn't been. Yeah. Garland and Mitchell start for sure.
Yeah.
They still have Lonzo Ball at the moment. They do have Schroder.
Yeah.
Strus can play too. Sam Merrill's a shooter. It's like, is he the fifth or sixth guard on this team? Right. Now, maybe he's a specialist in the playoffs. Like, no, we need you to slow down Jalen Brunson. Okay, well, I'd love to have Keon to help with that. But is he also like, hey, some nights he's not playing for that? I mean, I don't know.
No, you're 100% right.
And if they don't extend him, he's also a free agent. Like, is he a Cav next year?
Did they give up whatever? Now, this also, let's remember for the Cavs, their big motivation here was also not only they get the player, but probably more importantly, they saved a ton of money.
Exactly.
They saved a ton of money. They're on the repeater. They're the highest payroll in the league.
Yeah, and some are asking, like, is this part of a bigger move for them? Like, are they going to somehow get in the Giannis sweep? I mean, I don't know.
Dylan Cardwell becomes a permanent player. He's off the two-way.
Yeah, after the deadline.
The deadline, they still have an open spot. A lot of people are pointing to Toronto and their interest in Sabonis, and there is interest there, and there are conversations there. But the Kings.
So it would look different if that gets involved.
Yes, but from what we understand, they're not taking Pirtle's contract, and that's the big thing. Toronto's ready to do it.
Yeah,
R.J. Barrett and all that. Pirtle's contract, no. Now. Again, this is just me spitballing here. This isn't like inside sources. I don't know if Toronto comes back and goes, well, okay, we'll do this deal and you take Pirtle's contract, and we'll also throw 2 firsts in. Oh, okay. That might change something.
Sure.
Again, the Kings are also going to, I would hope, if this rebuild goes correctly, there are going to be times where they make on paper absolutely inexplicable trades where they do take on money in exchange for draft capital. Mm-hmm. Now, if they're able to take, and by the way, Toronto, I don't look at them as an upper echelon. They're right kind of, I wouldn't say treadmilling, but first round, second round out, maybe a 40, 50 win team here, there, or whatever. I don't put them in that OKC category or anywhere close. So those firsts aren't going to be terrible. They're not going to be lottery picks almost certainly, but You never know what's going to happen. I want to see the Kings start doing. I look forward to the day where we start coming in here and talking about trades. It's like, well, we just acquired. I'm not him, but we just acquired Damian Lillard for blah blah 3 players that make up his salary and a first-round pick, which basically we're money laundering Damian Lillard in exchange for a first-round pick. Those are the moves that rebuilding teams tend to do. But I need to see more. I need to understand, and I would just call you can react however you want, but I would just caution doing snap judgments this early. Again, it's a long play, and it ain't. It ain't just. I hate saying this, man, because I know how it lands, or more to the point, doesn't land. This isn't a this year thing. This isn't a next year thing. They're going to be bad. Obviously, this year they're going to be bad. Probably not as bad, but they're gonna be bad next year. You're not sniffing playoffs or playing this year or next year. And then, boom, money starts coming off. I don't really care about this year or next year on the court. I care about following those rules and setting yourself up so that when 27 hits, and hopefully, by the way, they have a really good pick this year, which is going to inch them up on the apron, assuming it's a top 4 pick. That's what I need to see. That's what I'm looking for. And by the way, they also don't know that in a perfect scenario, Jason, they're either almost certainly, again, in a good scenario, and by good, I mean this is by all accounts, and you never know with drafts, this is the top tier of this draft is a 3-player tier. This is very much like the, recent memory, I would compare it to the Paolo Banchero, Jabari Smith Jr., Chet Holmgren draft, where it was those 3 and they kind of maneuvered around, and it was Jabari Smith Jr. at number 1 for the whole season, and then the day before actually draft day, boom, Banchero goes up to number 1. I don't know if that same thing's going to play out with this draft, but it appears to be a top tier 3-player draft. If the Kings, and you can't plan for this, but if the Kings hopefully get one of those top 3 picks, and hopefully the number 1 pick, but they get one of those top 3 picks, they're either going to have a franchise point guard next year, a franchise wing next year, or a franchise power forward next year. And we don't know what that's going to be. Now, for example, if that pick ends up being A.J. DeBonta, well, now all of a sudden, Keegan Murray and DeAndre Hunter, that's a different story now all of a sudden, because you've got your wing and you want to maneuver it around. I think their bigger needs are number 1. I think the dream is getting Darren Peterson and plugging him in a point guard, but they don't know that either. And that's going to be their most important player. Yeah. The most important player on this roster is in college right now. Mm-hmm. And I think it's really important to remember that.
Yeah, and I think by the other part about this trade, like it or not, is just the reality of they went from a team that had a glut of guards.
Yeah.
But I think personally only really 2 point guards, truly point guards. Well, Isaiah Stevens honestly is a point guard. Now he's a G Leaguer, and that's been up and down or whatever. But Schroeder's now gone.
Yeah.
Keon was another guard that you could play. And so last night, for example, with Russ being out, I didn't think the offense functioned very well at all. At all.
No.
I mean, they were just couldn't get good shots, turnover machine. So, but what they've done is they forced themselves. They will have a different starting point guard next year. They just will.
They 100% will.
And Russ, I don't know if he's going to be back in the mix. I'm going to assume no. So then you don't have Russ. Schroeder's already gone.
Yeah.
And now it's like you have to address that position. It could be in the draft. You don't do it for need. But Peterson happens to be up near the top of the draft, and you draft there. Then you kind of hit need and talent.
Question 2, please.
Question 2.
During the 2022-23 season, the Sacramento Kings were the darlings of the league. They had Coach of the Year, Clutch Player of the Year, GM of the Year, and made the playoffs. How do you feel about where they are now, and that the only players remaining are Sabonis, Murray, and Monk?
Well, that was quick.
Because Keon was one of the 4, so now it's down to 3.
And will almost certainly be down to 1 sometime over the next year, if not sooner.
It's not that long.
No. Blech. Someday it will be studied in major universities, the fall of the Sacramento Kings. I think the lesson out of there, and what I hope the lesson was within the franchise, is twofold. Number one, I don't want that anymore. It was nice and we needed it because 16-year drought, and it was wonderful and it gave us great memories. But I don't want any more quick ascensions, quick drop-offs. I want sustained, competitive, building towards a title type teams.
Which is what Scott Perry said
Just
he wants.
what he's trying to do. But that is easier said than done. That's
Absolutely.
what I want to. Secondly, I think when the final epitaph is written on that Beam team and the fall of the Beam team, I think it's about, and we've talked about this ad nauseum, it's as much about what they didn't do than what they did. Bringing in Brown, bringing in McNair, finally getting some serious draft luck. I shouldn't say finally. I mean, De'Aaron Fox, that could have been Josh Jackson. That was a little bit of luck, and they moved up for that. They moved up for Bagley, made the wrong pick, but got the luck.
Moved up for Keegan.
And I'm fine with them taking Keegan over Jaden Ivey. Fine with that. But Tyrese Halliburton's one of the best fall in your lap moves we've ever had here, especially when you look back and see what a team like Golden State did with Wiseman and Moody and Kuminga, and they had multiple shots at Halliburton and missed. Flipping Halliburton for Sabonis always you look back at that trade now, it's like, oh my God. But I would always caution people when grading that trade. The difference to me has always been that Indiana got Pascal Siakam. They signed him and they maxed him, and the Sacramento Kings did not. And that's what I mean by what they did not do. I still contend that had the Sacramento Kings acquired and maxed out Pascal Siakam, I think De'Aaron Fox is different. I think Keegan's different. I think there's a lot of things that Siakam, if he just did the same thing he did for us that he did for the Pacers. I think there's now, do I think the Kings are a quarter away from the NBA Finals? I do not. Do I think they're the worst team in the league right now? I do not. I think Fox is still here. I think Sabonis is still here. I think Siakam is still here. And I think they're flirting with 50 wins every year. Now, you could argue, okay, well, if that team was never going to win a championship, then maybe you got out early. I'll reject that argument because I'll take that road because they would seemingly be a piece or a decent stretch of draft luck or whatever away. But now it's like, look, you are clearing out, man. You saw last night in one of the great moral victories for the Sacramento Kings all year. The Wizards in the fourth quarter.
They wanted it, didn't
they? They wanted that loss so bad that they sat all their starters for the entire quarter. And the Kings refused. They refused in the
starters
clutch.
that they chose to play yesterday, by the way, was Sarr all of a sudden out.
Oh, shocking.
I mean, Trae Young's been out.
Yeah.
But there was a few other guys that were not playing yesterday.
The Wizards had a chance, and they were trying to take that chance to get right back down against a team that they're competing with for that bottom spot. And the Kings said, no, sir.
No, we're going to play our guys.
We're going to play our guys, and we're
veterans.
going to lose worse than you. And they did. And shout out.
Ethical tanking.
Losing with purpose.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. How do I feel about it? It stinks.
Yeah.
Now let's do it correctly, please.
Yeah, and I think it's also the other part of it is I think I'm guilty of this, but I think we all need to realize that it is present day NBA, and it's also really more of a Sacramento thing too. That we're still at Jason Thompson being the longest tenured King.
Yeah.
Nobody has been a King longer than 8 years. So, like, when whoever the Kings get this year, Dave, if they pick first, fourth, seventh, second, someone on draft night will go, that's the kind of guy you plug into your roster. He's a pro. He's a 10-year pro.
Yeah.
But 10 years? Who's on a team for 10 years? It's
nobody
rare.
ever.
It's really rare. And so, right now, Keegan's the longest tenured King with Sabonis. And, it just... we have to start thinking about like teams in like 2 and 3 year cycles because that's just kind of the way it works. Either they live up to their contract and you sign them again, or you're like, well, they're expiring. This is the time to move this player because they're trying to upgrade or revamp somewhere else. So it moves quickly. I think in the revisionist history of this, I think there's there were missteps along the way. I think one of their larger ones was after this year. They stood pat. I understood the logic at the time. It's like, well, look, we won 48 games. Like, it's not broken. No, but it was probably time to strike and upgrade.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
And they got burned for that.
Yep.
So you kind of have to constantly rethink and retool and look to upgrade. You don't always hit it right, but they did some things right. There were a lot of teams. They had huge breaks that year. They were healthy.
Yeah.
Other teams were not.
Yes.
Other teams made huge trades that took some time. And that was a special year, but it was obviously a one and done.
Yeah.
Sadly.
3 seed. Felt good, though.
It did. I mean, the next year they won 2 less games and they were 9th.
Yep.
So it was just a different kind of year.
And it's funny is that you could argue the next year, even though they weren't the 3 seed, even though they didn't make the playoffs and have that 7-game series, well, they did send the Warriors home.
They did?
That was so, really, it was 2 years of good memories for me. Number 3, please.
Question 3.
How do you feel about the Keon Ellis Sacramento era?
I will remember you. I loved it. I like Keon. I love the story. I think anytime you get a homegrown kid that, I don't mean homegrown like he's from here, but, drafted and working his way through, two-way player type of thing, latches on, makes a name for himself. He's going to get a contract that's going to set him up for life. It's funny, though, I think about this sometime, with as bad as the Kings have been, I'm talking about throughout history, as bad as they've been, right? The list of Kings that leave Sacramento and go on to do, like, really great things is not that long. It's not as long as you think. Now, Halliburton, I think, and that was they went into that eyes open. Halliburton was going to be great. They chose, it was Fox. They needed Sabonis. Like, we know that story. But I would obviously count Halliburton as probably number 1. Mm-hmm. Fox with San Antonio right now. I think he's probably doing about the same that he's doing here, or he was doing here. He's just on a much better team. But really, you'd think thered be this huge list of players that left the Kings and then went on to do these, like, the shackles are off. I'm free of basketball hell. Let's go. There's not a lot.
Yeah.
And I think Keon's going to have a good, solid career, and I think it's going to depend on the team he's on. Again, I think he's on a team like Cleveland. On a team, I think Oklahoma City would be a team for him. That type of team. Hell, San Antonio would be a good team for him, speaking of. A team that has stopgaps to fill his weaknesses. I think he can excel, but I think Keon Ellis' success is highly predicated. I do not think this is a guy that could be a standout necessarily on a bad team. Mm-hmm. I think he's a guy that can be a really good glue guy that can be a part of the machine on a good team. We'll see.
Yeah, and I think his overall time here, I think it is – the bigger picture, it's a great success story. The odd thing is he's back Saturday. They're here Saturday.
Yes.
So we'll see him again. But it's the kind of thing that the Kings need to do more of. And I always talk about, like, hey, if you draft well. If you make a trade, hopefully you trade well. If you sign free agents, hopefully that works for you. You need to get more of these things right. To get a guy that you found, you groomed, you had through G League to Summer League to the roster to playing to being a piece to this team, and in the end, still getting you something in return. There were people that wanted Keon. That was a win for the Kings. Now we could argue that should they have kept him? That's going to be a debate for a long time. But that's one the Kings got right overall from start to where we are now. And yeah, for him, I'm anxious to see. He's very likable. I'd love to see him do well in Cleveland. I'm just curious how they're going to use him and what's next if Cleveland does extend him. If not, then he becomes a free agent. Like, here's my example on Keon that I think is curious, because I think when we've talked to Sam, we'll talk again at 8, Dave, is that, and what we're learning about, like, DeRozan, Levine, Sabonis, Monk, all good players that you think would be wanted by other teams. I think they're all different if they're expiring. So I wonder if Keon, one, between how much he costs, and that he was expiring. If Keon had like 3 more years, is he as coveted as he was by? Yeah, I think he was in the perfect time. There's not a lot of people that make his money that were available, and it's like, that's why Keon was one of the hottest properties at this time. But I think if he gets that extension, and now Keon is a reserve player at $12 a year, is he as coveted around the league? I don't think so.
It'll be interesting to see the market or whatever there is for him this summer.
Like we say about Levine. If Levine's making 20, different
Huge,
player, but he's not making 20.
Nope. I also love it when players come back that quickly.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Video tribute. Like a quick timeout one, maybe.
Yeah, because how do you do that? Do you do that for Keon and not Schroder? I mean, just because Schroder, he's barely here,
that's
but
true.
like, or is it just a welcome back to?
Do you combine them?
You could. That might be the safest way to do it.
Maybe just combine them.
And just show Schroder slapping Luka. Someone's got that video somewhere.
It's going to come out. I'm so with you.
Yeah.
There is some sort of security footage that maybe the Doncic can't pay to delete forever.
And now it's a Trevor Ariza most traded and then Schroder. He's been traded a ton.
Yeah, hasn't he been traded in 5 consecutive years or 5 of 6 or something crazy like that? Yeah. Which makes you, usually that means that he's a problem. I didn't really hear any problem stuff with Dennis. We'll take a break here. When we come back, more NBA news, including some scouting on Saturday. We got your All-Star reserves as well. It's gonna be interesting. This
any
US
Kings?
I'm trying to do a tease here. Yeah, were there any Kings? Also, Kings Rewind at 7:43 before we get to Sam at the top of the hour. A lot of show for you. We'll be right back after this.
The 10th Annual Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame celebration is Thursday, February 5th at the Golden One Center, inducting the class of 2026, plus honoring all of our past inductees. .com.
Not sure how to tackle your taxes? Are you sweating the small print? You may be experiencing FOMO, the fear of messing up. The answer? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it, with a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. It's time to take your taxes to the max. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hurry in and save big during Honda's President's Day sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Hurry in and save on our best selection of new Hondas. Each is priced to sell now. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop for great pricing on a giant selection of new CRVs, HRVs, Civics, and Accords with low finance and lease options. Plus, get an instant cash offer for your trade. Get to Folsom Lake Honda or go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Hey, our friend from Spain, King Spain, is in the chat. Hello. Samuel will be on, yes. When will Sam be here? We'll be on a special Monday edition of Sam Amick at 8. We'll get his thoughts on the trade. What's coming up, if anything. What isn't coming up. And all of that. We'll also take your phone calls at some point as well as we keep running through your chats and your texts. And Kings Rewind in about 13 minutes. Good morning, everybody. Saturday. We got to see Darren Peterson.
Yeah, kind of.
It was, reading more about it, apparently there was conversations between the trainers and his agent live during the game, that type of thing. Feels like he's being very, that's the business, very controlled. A.J. DeBont of BYU. Meanwhile, Arizona is just like blowing through everyone right now.
Right. But Peterson was great when he was playing in the game.
Yeah.
AJ was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, that's not the end-all, be-all there of how it's going to go. But as far as the head-to-head, it was kind of fun to watch.
It's really interesting, though, to watch and just kind of, by the way, Cam Boozer, 24-8 Saturday night as well. Duke is 20-1, and they're ranked 4th, which is hilarious. You got, this is getting to be really interesting. You got Arizona at 22-0. You have UConn at 21-1. You have Duke at 20-1. You have Michigan at 18-1. Nebraska's 20-0. Nebraska's 20-0. Gonzaga 21-1. Like right there.
We got a good March Madness coming up.
My goodness. You're talking about the top 6 teams. Let's do some quick math here. 41, 51, 61, 59, 69, 79, 77, 87, 97, 96, 106, 116, and 4. The top 6 teams are a combined 116 and 4.
Wow.
It's so insane that, they haven't really played each other that much, if at all. Meanwhile, BYU 17-2. They're down there at 13th. Like, hey, hi, how you doing?
Look it up.
It will be interesting to watch all these folks play in March. Even Kansas with the presumptive number 1 pick, they're 15-5 and they're 14th. So college basketball is starting to get very, very interesting. And for Kings fans, you've got some scouting to do. And like you said, you can just see it with Darren Peterson.
Yeah.
He's explosive.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a divide too, right? I mean, until we know where the Kings are going to pick. We'll find that out when the draft lottery happens in May. But it doesn't sound – you look at this and it feels like some people think it's Peterson. Others say A.J. Boozer was kind of the one going into the year. I think that was listed one. Caleb Wilson from North Carolina I think is really talented. He's up there. Kingston Fleming. I think it's a good draft, but, if you're the Kings and you're going to have this kind of year, I don't want them to be last and not get first in the draft. That's I always want them to win the lottery. I feel like you win something while going through all this pain this year. I hate that they're last. I do. I hate it. But win the lottery. Win it.
It's just, yeah.
But
dude, let me ask you this. If I gave you the 3 pick right now, would you walk away?
No.
No. You'd want
I'd take the risk.
Pressure luck.
Yeah,
no whammy.
I'm a gambler.
Okay.
Because I'd want one, knowing that I could get. So if the Kings finish, if it ended today, they could pick first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. And remember, we said the highest odds are to pick fifth, even with the worst record.
Right.
But I still would want that chance to be number 1. Because I don't think fifth will feel like a disaster. I think this draft has 5 players, or more than that, obviously. But I would take that risk.
Well, the funny thing is the Kings could drop to 6th, and it's just going to be depression central around here.
And it could be the best
player in the draft.
Yeah. And 1's not a guarantee either. I know that. I think what I like about if they got 1 is just the immediacy of how that would feel. There'd be a community win. We'd all be excited for the month before the draft. And then, Dave, the other part is I don't think they would trade it, but you control the draft. You have the first control of the draft. And now all of a sudden, if you got a deal, you just could not refuse. And not in a shortcut way where it's like somebody gave you just an amazing deal that had a young, talented player with some draft picks. It's like, well, we weren't thinking this, but because it's number 1. I don't know. I'm not.
We've talked about that before. Like it's kind of too bad for a team like the Kings. Why it's not like football where you could just trade down.
Yeah, and just move to 4, but you're still
Right.
getting a second and something else and a player, and you're like, yeah, that was worth it because we still got the defensive end that we wanted.
You get the number 1 pick in the draft.
I'm most likely using it, but you just never know.
And Memphis offers you Ja Morant and 5 future unprotected first-round picks.
I was going to say until you said it because right away I'm like, Ja, no, but then you're like, 5 future.
5 future unprotected first. They think Darren Peterson is their guy, and they need to get off Ja Morant. Hello.
I don't know Ja's contract, but I would probably say yes. I don't love the idea of him, just how he's been difficult.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Memphis and
It's
with
not
the
even
league.
about Ja.
No, it's the 5 future picks, but it's like, are you tied to Ja for 4 more years, or are you tied to him for like 2? It's like, all right, But yeah, but you might get something like that makes you think.
I think if they got the number 1 pick, I almost think, like, other than Wembanyama, hell, they could probably trade the number 1 pick straight up for Victor Wembanyama, and there'd be at least 10% of our fan base that's like, great, he's injury prone. What are you doing? The allure of the unknown is always so much more enticing.
Right.
Not to mention the fact that whoever it is going to be cheaper to whoever you get contract-wise for longer.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, okay, if they finish with the worst record, they somehow get the blessing of the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
And even just whatever, the pick's good. Good.
Yeah.
They just turn out and they're good. They're probably upper 20s winning team, like a lottery team again.
Yeah.
If you get another crack at it and you get the 7th player in 2027 draft, so now you have a 1 that's good and the 27 lottery pick is like, all right, and that's where the things are now lining up. That's where you could see the roadmap. But that's looking at it in a pretty positive way.
There is a little ticking time bomb in the back of my head that I'm just going to share because I just wonder if anyone else ever thinks about this. Because there is a nightmare scenario here, and it's not that the pick is a bust or they pick. That's not the nightmare scenario.
What is it?
And I think this is like not going to happen, but I think it's more realistic. I don't think people think about this at all, but I do think it's going to happen one of these days. Kings get the number 1 pick in the draft. Darren Peterson's agent comes out and is like, he's not going to play for Sacramento. I've seen it too many times. That place is a hellhole. No, if they have great fans. We have no trust in the franchise. We have seen player after player after player go in and waste their careers there. We don't want to do it. And it's really kind of surprising that the Eli Manning, John Elway route, and by the way, John Elway had to break the ground on that. That hasn't happened more.
Has it happened in the NBA?
I'm trying to think. I want to say, so I think there was something with Ace Bailey and the Jazz this year, if I remember correctly. And by the way, the Jazz still drafted him and he's still playing there. I don't know that a player, and I'm talking about a number 1 pick, hell, any pick, has ever come out and been like, I'm not playing for that team. But let's just put this scenario out there since we love exploring nightmares. The Kings get the number 1 pick, and whoever his high-powered agent is going to be like, I'm not doing this to my player.
Right.
So just so they know, they can draft him. He's not going to play. He's just not going to play. And then it's going to be a giant mess. I'm already muddying the waters right now. Like, because an agent could go out or the player, obviously with the player's consent, but either of them could do it. If whoever the number 1 pick in the draft, let's say I'm just using Darren Peterson because it's the guy. And he were to come out and be like, look, no disrespect to the city or the fans, but I don't want any part of that franchise. I just don't. I've seen it time and time again. I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend half my career. So I just have no confidence. I want to be relevant, and I don't think I'll be relevant there. So I'm just letting them know I do not want you to draft me. How do you come back from that?
Right.
Even if the Kings go, no, we're going to draft you, and they draft him, and then he's like, okay, well, I'm going to be late to training camp just to send a message. Go ahead, find me, $50K. And then every single press conference I have, every media availability, it's like, look, I'm going to be a professional, but I'm just, honestly, I don't want to be here.
Do you think and how much do you think that would impact his trade market if the Kings are like, all right, we are at the point of no return. We're going to have to deal a talented player, but did that diminish his value
I think
based on
now,
attitude.
Yeah, because now I don't think as much as if it were a current distressed player, because you're still getting the guy.
The unknown, but that's supposed to be number one.
That's right.
And his statement is your organization. It's not the other team he would be going to. It's like, I'll go anywhere else.
Steve Francis. Thank you, text line. Steve Francis, Vancouver to Houston. Didn't he do that?
Okay.
I think that was the one.
Lonzo kind of did it too.
Lonzo Ball?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, with the whole his dad.
Yeah, he's like, he's going to play for LA.
Yeah.
Do not pick him first.
It's a good call, text line. Yep, Steve Francis. Hold on. So, chat.
Dave, why'd you have to put that out there?
I feel like if I acknowledge that it won't happen now.
Good work.
I feel like I just reversed double jinx.
I mean, this
jinxed
guy.
it. Yeah,
He came back sharper than
always
ever.
thinking a step ahead.
Yeah.
It is surprising that doesn't happen more.
Yeah.
Because when you think about the formatics of it, I don't think it would be that hard to muddy the waters.
Right.
And at least, but you only get one shot. Like, you can't be like, I just want everybody to know, as the number one pick of the draft, I'm not playing for Sacramento, I'm not playing for Washington, I'm not playing for any of these crap teams.
I just want to go to the Pacers. They're down at the bottom. Because, people are thinking like Brooklyn, Sacramento, Washington, none of that sounds.
Of course they want to play for Indiana.
Yeah. Who's the one that's moving up? Like Atlanta?
Yeah.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
So it's like
OKC as well, as it stands right now.
From the Clippers.
That's where they want to go.
Yeah.
And we go, well, wouldn't you want to be the one to turn it around? No, they don't care. That we care about that.
Yeah.
That's like wanting LeBron to come back and finish where it all started.
Except for Fox. He wanted to come here.
He did. Jason.
Too soon?
Jason. We traded him. Get over it. We'll take a break when we come back. Kings Rewind. We'll take a look back at the Kings Celtics and the Kings Wizards in a way that only Jason and Anthony, you guys, the real talent behind that segment, can do. We'll do that right after this.
The 10th annual Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame celebration is Thursday, February 5th at the Golden One Center, inducting the class of 2026, plus honoring all of our past inductees. See Sacramento's 50 greatest athletes. HOF.com.
Hi, Flo here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let him know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try us. That won't make you filthy rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back, which would make you low-key loaded. Or at least wealthy adjacent? Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
You remember me from a show called And Joe? I'm back on the radio, Sacramento. It's Joe Mommy, and when you need your new country fix, join me weekdays from 6A to 10 for the Pat and Cody with Joe show on New Country 105.1 KNCI or on the free KNCI app.
Join Sactown Sports Downtown before every Kings game and pick up an In-Shape Fitness Kings Rally Towel while supplies last. If you walk, lift, stretch, or sweat, you belong. Start the year strong and join today at InShape.com.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Hey, look, if it's up to me, everybody, if I had my druthers.
Yeah?
It's a great word. Druthers.
Kelly Druthers?
Kelly Druthers.
Yeah.
Smothers Druthers.
Nice.
I would spend a good portion of the next couple segments on the new trailer for Devil Wears Prada 2.
I saw that yesterday.
I'm there.
Okay.
I admit it's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, but it's a good cast. That's
It
a lot
is.
of likable people.
What if my guy from The Mentalist, who was in the first one, he was the kind of British blonde guy. If he's, I didn't see him in that trailer, but the fact that
They had you hooked.
It did.
He's in.
The fact that it's based on like the real life Anna Wintour is kind of, and Meryl Streep's so great in it. Yeah, guilty pleasure. It's one of those movies where I can sit and watch with my wife, and it's technically like her movie. Nah, I'd probably watch it more. That thing comes on, I'm watching. It's a fun movie. Much like over the weekend, a couple of fun movies for the other team. We'll start in Boston. Kings Rewind. I wish my ears would pop from the plane.
All right, well, the Sacramento Kings' brutal road trip did continue Friday in Boston against the Celtics. Did someone say road trip? The city of Boston and their sports teams have enjoyed more total success than any other city in America in the 2000s.
Oh, good for you.
Good for you.
That's right. Well, the Pats are back in the Super Bowl. The Red Sox were in the playoffs. The Celtics are still one of the top teams in the NBA. And Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are making movies together.
The only thing more stupid than your accent is the way you're dressed, the content of your brain, and your face.
Wow. Wow.
This would be starting lineup number 23 for head coach Doug Christie because of more injuries.
We're fucking switching.
That's right. The star power that was out of this game could have been a major part of All-Star Weekend a few years back, as Tatum and Brown were out for Boston, while Keegan was still rehabbing, and Sabonis and Westbrook were out too.
What the hell? Russell Westbrook?
That makes me feel sad.
They're all.
I love it. I love it when they're slow-mo.
This game was all about how it began, and unfortunately for the Kings, they got punched early, and it was a haymaker.
He hit me with the left and shattered my face, and a right set my teeth all over the place.
Well done. Great pull. Also, Jason, what's a haymaker? I mean, I know what it is, but why is it called a haymaker? Okay, someone find out. Back to you.
I wrote it. I feel
No.
wrong. I feel wrong now.
I'm very familiar, but woof.
The first 12 shots taken by the Kings, they made 4. The first 12 shots taken by the Celtics, they made 10.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. The Celtics started the game on an 11-1 burst and ended the same quarter on an 11-3 push. And after one, it was 40-25 Boston.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Sure did.
Yeah, it did. In the second quarter, the Kings actually cut the deficit down to 7 points twice.
I'd say that does the trick. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I'd say that'll do it.
I'll do it.
Well, that encouragement didn't last, as by halftime, the Kings were already down 72-46 and were being dominated in the paint by a 3-point shooting Celtics team, 30-10.
What the f***? What the f***?
Is he saying clock?
Yeah, but we had to edit.
I got you. Okay.
The Kings won the third quarter.
That's good.
But they only gained 3 points, outscoring Boston 20-17.
That's bad.
Yeah.
The fourth quarter was the time to play the bench, the deep bench, and just watch the time tick away.
I can't watch this anymore. It's over. Turn the lights out. Let's get the bulldozers in here and turn this place into a parking lot.
Wow.
Rough room. Boston wins with ease and sweeps the Sacramento Kings by the final score of 112-93.
I know you can beat me. I was never arguing that. I think you're awesome. You're huge and fast. Everyone can beat me.
The Kings' losing streak hits 8. The road losing streak is 12, and now Sacramento's dropped to dead last in the standings in the NBA.
How are we gonna get out of here?
We'll dig our way out.
Now, dig up, stupid.
Yeah.
Only bright side for the game, Kings rookie Maxime Reynaud finished with his 7th double-double of the season.
Every time.
The road trip will continue Sunday in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C.
The city of Washington was built on a stagnant swamp some 200 years ago, and very little has changed. It stank then, and it stinks now.
Wow, shout out D.C.
Before the game
It's the
even
District
starts.
of Columbia.
Before the Wizards and Kings could square off, we were all alerted of a Kings Saturday evening trade.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We
Cannonballs! Gotta
we
do it.
say goodbye to Dario Saric.
Goodbye! Goodbye! Goodbye!
Hi, Dario.
Keon Ellis.
Goodbye! Goodbye! Goodbye!
Well, that seemed mean.
And Dennis Schroder.
You'll always be with me.
Change the game without even knowing.
And you'll always be my brother.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got?
That's for the Lucas slap.
Standing there by my side, and now you gon' be there for the last ride.
That was the longest rewind clip ever played.
I think Rewind wants to do a tribute to Dennis Schroder.
I think, honestly, he needs his own album.
Coming to the Sacramento Kings is a 6'7" wing, DeAndre Hunter from the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Time to play the game.
Hunter would not be available for the Sunday matchup with the Wiz, and neither was Keegan, Domas, or Westbrook.
What the hell? Russell Westbrook?
That makes me feel sad.
Big issue for the Kings. Who would run the show and play point? Doug Christie would implement the 24th different starting lineup in a matchup of the two bottom teams in the NBA.
We're f***ing switching.
After starting 3 for 3, then 4 of 8, the Kings then went on a drought of all droughts. They didn't make another shot the rest of the quarter.
How?
Well, all told, the Kings missed 16 shots in a row and went almost 11 minutes of game action without a made field goal.
Do something! Do something! Do something!
Well, the Kings were down to the Wizards 23-14 after one.
But this whole place sucks.
Yeah.
The second quarter took off strictly because of Zach LaVine, who exploded in the second, going 7 for 9, making all 4 three-pointers, and was responsible for 18 of the Kings' 25 second quarter points.
Dean. How is Zach LaVine exploding not a top story?
No.
Wow. Hope he's okay.
The Kings were down just 5 at half and 6 heading into the fourth quarter.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of course there is.
Oh, yeah.
Washington was being led by former second overall pick by the Kings, Marvin Bagley, who didn't miss a shot all night.
Starting to like this guy. Just kidding. I still hate you.
Oh, mean-spirited.
As we got to the fourth, it was interesting choice made by both organizations. The Kings were going for it. It appeared the Wizards were going to ride it out with just their bench.
I'm sorry, I don't know what just happened.
Well, part of that bench was another former King, Scalabissiere, who was on a 10-day contract and was lighting up the Kings.
You can't do that.
In the end, the Kings couldn't stop the Wizards' bench, and the Kings lose for the third straight year in D.C.
Oh, well, pardon me, Mr. Perfect. I guess I forgot that you never ever make a mistake.
Well, the Kings now have lost 13 in a row on the road and 9 in a row overall.
Why does this keep happening?
The Kings will be back home Wednesday to face the Grizzlies.
What are you looking at, stupid bear?
It will be the final game before the NBA's trade deadline.
All I really want is someone to hold me and tell me that everything is going to be all right.
And now you know how the
now
two
you
games
know.
play.
That is well done, both of you. Woof. It honestly was the tankiest of all tank games. When you have DeRozan and LaVine combining for 67 points, and they still lose to a start. The Wizards not playing their starters in the fourth.
Yeah, and again, they were even starting a different lineup. Like Middleton came back. He's a veteran, but they still don't have Trae Young. He hasn't played yet. Sarr we thought was going to play, then didn't play last minute. Like Sabonis was a late scratch too, but oh my goodness. That's where we say, like, the Kings players tried to win.
Yes.
The Wizards players obviously won and tried to win. Organizations were maybe thinking differently. This is the second straight year they've played the Wizards where I feel like they did not want to win as an organization, and they still beat the Kings.
They still beat the Kings.
Yeah.
And the fact that, and no disrespect to them, but when you see Daquan Plowden and Isaiah Stevens combining for 43 minutes in a very close game, like, again, it's why, as fans, we need to adjust how we think about things. And as we go to break, there was a text a few minutes ago. You guys still think Doug shouldn't be fired yet? 12-39. If I owned a team, I would never have you run it because you would let a loser coach keep his job. Okay. Taking the whole can Doug coach or not thing aside, this is where, and I'm not trying to be a wise guy here. Well, I kind of am. But this is where, like, this gentleman or lady, I don't know, is not you're not thinking it through. You're letting your emotions dictate. Let's walk that through, okay? Let's say this person's correct, just for this thought exercise. Let's say Doug is the worst coach in the NBA, okay? And they're 12-39. Sir, you bring in, name your coach, all right? What happens next? Kings win a few more games? What does that do? You want that? Maybe the Kings finish with 30 wins? You want that? Whether Doug is a good or bad coach, there is 0.0 reason to replace him this year at all. The team is doing exactly what they need to do, which is lose games and get hopefully a very good draft pick. And now they're starting to play the youth more. And I would argue there's probably zero. Why would you want to bring in another coach and spend money on that next year? Right. Why? Yeah. For what? For what? We just went over last week with Katie, before she rudely interrupted me, about Greg Popovich. Right. Did he just forget to coach? What those last few years when he was winning 25-30% of his games, 5-6 straight? Does he just suck?
Is Jordy Fernandez a good coach?
Terrible, horrible coach. Because I remember when Jordy left and everyone was like, we should have held on to Jordy. Yeah. By the way, they might have been right. But it just shows the folly is all I'm saying of judging Jordy Fernandez. I don't know if I'm not defending Doug. I don't know. He might be the worst coach in NBA history. I don't think he is. But I'm just saying for the thought exercise, what is you got to think it through. Yeah. No point in replacing him. There's no point. You're going out and you're buying a gold-plated Band-Aid for the scratch on your ankle when you have a gunshot wound to your chest. There's no point. You got to think it through, my man or ma'am or lady. I don't know. Yeah. They don't. We'll take a break very quickly. When we come back, Sam Amick, a special Monday edition of Sam Amick after a special Friday edition of Sam Amick, and we'll have a normal edition of Sam Amick on Thursday as well. Coming up right after this.
Listen to the #1 sports lineup in Sacramento.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt George, and Kayla Anderson. The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
Every weekday live and local 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Online at SactownSports.com or download the app right on your phone. Your #1 source for all your Northern California sports. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
At Stockton Honda, we know how to honor a great deal. Like right now during our President's Day sales event. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, you can find star-spangled savings on some of our best models. Why not stop in today and see for yourself? Come celebrate at Stockton Honda and get huge savings on our giant selection. Plus top dollar for your trade.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Second half of the program. And with the trade happening over the weekend, I was talking to, I honest to God don't remember when Jason, you asked me last night. I don't remember when I don't remember when I talked to Sam. It was in a different time zone. But we did talk. I know it was late at night his time, I think. And asked if he would be kind enough to join us, even though he just joined us Friday.
Right.
And he'll be joining us Thursday. And Sam, being the kind soul he is, said,
all Sam all the time.
All Sam all the time. It's basically the Sam Amick show with Dave and Jason.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that.
I'm totally fine with
so
that.
I wore my Athletic hat today in honor
Well
of him as senior NBA writer for The Athletic. Sam Amick joins us right now. Sam, it's Dave, it's Jason, it's Anthony even. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Nice to be with you on a Monday.
Hey, good to be with you, Sam. We don't say that enough. Good to be with you on what is a very busy...
Is that actually an Athletic hat, by the way?
No, it stands for Accu Stadium, the Huddersfield Town Stadium. But I got a bunch of them because, honestly, doesn't it look like an Athletic hat?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it wasn't, but I was...
I would say, to be fair, the logo.
An Amick hat. Let's get you just an Amick hat.
I'm fine with that, too.
All the love.
The first piece of athletic gear I get, or the next piece, will be the first piece of athletic gear I get. So, just saying.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, my athletic Christmas gift is late. I still haven't received it.
I'm still waiting on my basketball phone.
Yeah.
Like we did back in the day with Sports Illustrated. All this is pissing off the basketball guy or the YouTube guy that's going to have to go in and mark when the basketball.
Oh, good. Let's talk about your weekends then, non-basketball.
Well, my weekend was filled with a lot of this as the news comes over. And look, it definitely hit kind of like with a thud amongst a lot of the fan base who, living here, Sam, despite being a national writer, as well as anyone, this is a frustrated, tired, worn out, sad, whatever term you want to put on it, fan base. Give me your, of course, you can read this at The Athletic. I want to make sure to plug that. Sam has written extensively. But for the listeners, what was your overall take when you heard the news?
Well, I mean, a little surprised, and like you said, I wrote about it because we had thought and heard for so long that Keon Ellis was going to be likely a one for one deal, and the one coming their way being they're hopefully for them a late first round pick. So to then have it be, a 3-for-1 deal with Cleveland, I do understand the logic behind it and where it gets them. I also understand some of the fan frustration where it's that, the idea that that you ended up having to get off more money. That was, speaking about Dennis Schroder from last summer, like that's just not all moves work. That one was a tough one because in hindsight, if they just go ahead and make the Westbrook thing happen and avoid cutting that 3-year, $45 million deal, partial guarantee in the third season, then you don't have to go down this road. But I also don't know, I've seen some of the speculation about this being tied into other moves. Now, could Hunter get moved again? Sure, but I'm not hearing that right now. And specifically, the speculation about the Warriors and a possible Kuminga tie-in. The Warriors have made it really clear that they don't want any money past this year. So just for folks that had wondered about that part, if I don't see that happening either.
So Sam, back to the Keon part. I know when I talked to you Friday and you talked to Dave and I before this about, basically half the league seemed to be interested in Keon. Was the return value not as high as even that late first round that the Kings were looking for, or could they have waited longer? Kind of where's your status on kind of what Keon was thought about amongst the rest of the league?
Yeah, they didn't want to wait because they were concerned about, when things pick up. It's just the reality is someone like Keon Ellis is not going to be the priority. And so there was concern about, kind of being left holding the bag in that regard. Now, in terms of teams that might have given them a first, Minnesota is a good example. They were involved. I think that actually would have been 2 seconds. Showed a lot of interest, and then Giannis Antetokounmpo became the priority. And, even some chatter that there was some ownership involvement on the Minnesota side that they kind of got in the way. So Minnesota was fading away as an option. Indiana, there was a Benedict Mathurin obstacle where they didn't want to give up a late first while still having Mathurin because they will potentially be moving him. But so long as he's on the team, the concern logic-wise for the Pacers was, are we really going to give up a late first for a guy in Keon who might not beat Benedict out for playing time? So that suddenly wasn't as much of an option. And these are the most, aggressive suitors. Boston was in there too. I'm forgetting all the details, about the Boston situation. But that kind of faded away. So they obviously went the Cleveland route.
Sam Amick joining us. Sam, going back to Dennis Schroder, I'm not pushing back. I just know that you and I talked to some of the same people. And the thought at the beginning of the year was with Schroder, hey, we didn't know Russ was going to lock up. They wanted their rookie coach to have a real point guard on the floor that could help on both sides of the ball, but that was also a vet because they didn't have a true point guard. So they went for Schroder. Maybe if they knew they were going to get Westbrook, they wouldn't have. But that was their thought process going in, and now they get off his deal to open things up now that they know fully how the season's going to go. You buy that? You agree with that? You want to poke holes in that?
No, I'm not. I mean, that's fine. Listen, yeah, they didn't know for sure, it seemed, on Westbrook when they did the Dennis deal. But by the time they did Westbrook, as you guys remember, it had kind of a weird vibe of like, oh, I think this was kind of the plan the whole time.
Yeah.
And this is an extreme stance to take, easier for me. I mean, when you have a new head coach and Doug Christie saying, can I please try to win some games? And then you have vets let's acknowledge the human component for a minute,
Yeah.
because I'm going to use my colleague and buddy's John Hollinger's terminology. He's written this. He was a former front office guy with the Grizzlies, as you guys know, and he talks about the difference between video game style roster building and then like reality and real life. The video game style is everything's an asset. This is a game board with not real humans, right? So if you go that approach, you could argue that you already knew unofficially that virtually like all of the veterans on this team were not part of your long-term plan. So as a result, you could argue that you shouldn't invest anything in that pathway. You know what I mean? Like if you already know where this is going, then don't make the hole bigger by, adding to the cost around the group that you already don't believe in. But that is video game roster building. You have the coach who wants to make his mark. You have the players who might get, louder and even more upset earlier if you don't show some inclination to try to win games. So I do understand why they did it. He was the best point guard on the market at the time. So in a vacuum, you looked at it and said, oh, okay, but you had to squint and say, okay, is he going to elevate this group? Are they going to win any games? And, for them to look up and have 12 wins in early February is obviously not what they had planned.
Sam Amick from The Athletic joining us. Sam, as Keon departs as one of those guys that seemingly was coveted by a lot of teams, he still can also become a free agent. I know Cleveland has an opportunity to extend him. What do you think the Cavs' plan is for Keon Ellis?
I don't have clarity there, but, I think, honestly, let's say, okay, he's going to resign. Fine. I don't know that they have to know that just yet because their stakes are so high right now that they just needed something different off the bench, and DeAndre Hunter, it was a strange one for him. When he came their way from Atlanta last year, it was widely seen as a trade deadline coup, and a really nice addition. It obviously didn't work out, but, they've got Donovan Mitchell coming up on an extension summer where if he doesn't sign it, it's going to get very loud about him leaving next season or next summer, 2 summers from now, as a free agent. You got Darius Garland with a toe injury that is seemingly pretty bad because he continues to miss games and some confusion about his status. So they needed some help in the backcourt. And this was supposed to be a title contender. This was the team that had the best record in the East last year. So pressure is on for them, and Keon is part of the playoff program where they, in the East where it's obviously just nothing like the West. They're still trying to make something happen there.
Does it seem, as I'm hearing it, we're pretty much, unless something changes last minute, dead market for, not dead market, but very unlikely that almost impossible Levine moves, DeRozan moves, and I hear the Sabonis Toronto thing is real, but they're not taking Pirtle. Are you hearing similar?
Yeah, no, that last one is the only one I was going to mention. I mean, and I wish I knew better, like exactly what Toronto was pondering right now because they've been tied to, inquiring about Ja Morant. They've been, they've poked around on Anthony Davis before he got hurt. So, Toronto's one of those teams that you feel like they might make a splash of some kind. I just don't know where they have Sabonis on their board in terms of priority, but that one is worth monitoring. And yeah, the other guys, I'm a little surprised that at least to this point, you're not seeing more interest in Malik and DeMar, especially DeMar with that partial guarantee for next year. We still have a ways to go. You're talking, what's today, the 2nd? We got 3 more days. So, but yeah, I agree with that. Levine, it's just the money is too much. Unless he signaled or sent the message out that he was not going to pick up his player option next year, that would be a game changer. But right now, that does not appear to be the case.
Sam, how about you mentioned Hunter, just not, it felt like a coup for the Cavs last year when they got him. It didn't quite materialize the way they hoped for. The Kings have been desperate for more wing help. That you could see why at least they did that part of it and having him only sign for one more year. Just looking ahead to the pieces here in Sacramento, how do you think Hunter fits in with the Kings?
It's just, Jay, it's tricky because I don't know how anybody fits in with the Kings right now because I don't know what the Kings are. You know, like that's not even trying to be critical. It's just it's a massive time of transition, and so the question is, how's DeAndre Hunter going to fit in with blank face, blank face, blank face? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the guys who are coming this way at some point, whose identities we do not yet know. So, I do wonder. I do think at the tail end of the deadline here, and not to make fans nervous, Dave, you've tweeted about this, is like, there is still time for like the Ja Morant thing is interesting to me because he just has no market. You know what I mean? And the Kings' stance had always been, that if the price got low enough, then we would certainly have a look at it. But if anything, it was like the Grizzlies would be having to attach assets. Yeah, Dave disappears.
That's low.
Oh gosh.
But
okay.
But when they got Hunter, and this is just me talking, I'm not informed speculation, just sheer speculation. That his age and his contract did make me go, huh? It like as a plan C, plan D, like he's the type of player that would fit around a player like that. So whether it's that or some other, kind of, player whose market has caved and you go after at the deadline, there's a lot of those guys this year. So, who knows if something like that pops.
It seems the pillars Scott Perry has professed publicly and privately. I think I don't know. I find myself poking a hole here or there. But Hunter's expiring next year. Also doesn't go past 27. It just, I don't know, Sam. Am I reading this right? It just seems like this is a 2-year project to start it. Really, this is like the foundation. And I think you said it best. We were saying similar earlier. It sucks going on radio or any form of media and trying to have hot take on this deal because it's such an incomplete part of the puzzle. They've got the Levine albatross, DeRozan, Sabonis that almost certainly will not be here either a year or a year and a half from now. You don't know what this team's going to look like. By the way, you don't know if your best case scenario, as we discussed, getting a power forward, a point guard, or a wing in the draft, and that's if you get one of the top 3 picks. They have no idea what this is going to look like. So if you go by his tenets, don't take on money past 27, get more switchable. I guess draft capital is the one that really didn't matter. And also, are you hearing the same thing? I know I'm yammering here, but it was the pick and the Schroder move from Detroit that got sent back, that second round pick, which I think is going to be the worst of the Knicks and the Pistons second. Is that right?
Yes, that sounds right.
Okay, so it's as you said, it's just tough to grade this because I don't know what the hell they are.
No, for sure. I'm just trying to walk the line. You guys, not to be corny, but you guys, you do a service for the fans. Like the fans don't want to hear propaganda. They just don't, and I get that. So I'm trying to make sure we acknowledge some of that frustration because I do, in terms of the optics. Like no matter what the pick is, I saw one tweet that was just like, wait, like the guy that was supposed to get us a surefire first and Keon Ellis led to us sending a pick out. Right. Like in a vacuum, I get it. Like I don't care how bad the pick is. Yep. But again, I think we've also acknowledged all the different dynamics that came into play with that decision. And we're gonna sit here and yammer and not really hot taking today, but like. Friday, you can take a read of the room Thursday and say, all right, what do we think when the picture is more complete?
Well, and, so the Kings became, I think, the second trade of this trade season. You had one more smaller one with Portland and Atlanta. So there's been a couple here, nothing major yet as we close in, Sam. I mean, you mentioned Ja's market is down. Giannis is still the biggest name out there. What else are you hearing that, all right, we're going to start ramping things up here over the next couple days?
Yeah, I saw as I get rolling here on the West Coast Monday morning, Brian Windhorst reported that the Knicks are no longer pursuing Giannis. I did chuckle when someone countered by saying it's a classic case of, you can't break up with me, I'm breaking up with you. type thing, like where, their pathway to a deal right now was always not only not as competitive as a lot of the other teams, but way more disruptive. Like when you talk about OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, and these are like important players for your team. Like you are gutting your team mid-season. So the combination of that discomfort and the unlikelihood of the deal and the Knicks playing well right now, for this to come after they beat the Lakers and won their 6th straight is not shocking. So we'll see, I think, how the Giannis market evolves. I mean, talking to some people yesterday, and it changes all the time. I started kind of going, all right, maybe they're going to hold on to him. There's a few signs from teams that have talked to the Bucks that make you wonder if it's going that direction. And even like the idea of the counter offers being shared between the Bucks and interested teams, considering that right now, I still think people see the Warriors as the front runner for the trade deadline Giannis sweepstakes. I don't know what that counter offer looks like, because the idea, it seems pretty clear that Draymond's in it and not Jimmy, with Brandon Pajemski and Jonathan Kuminga and all of their picks. I don't know where the conversation goes from there.
Really interesting to me with all their pick swaps, all their picks, their glut of guards. I think you may have written about it. I apologize if I saw it somewhere else, but it seems the Spurs are not part of the Giannis equation. And that to me kind of blows me away, that the idea he, Wemby, and then you guess 2 of Fox, Castle, and Harper, that's a formidable OKC threat. Any idea as to why, if it's true, they're not in this combo?
The stock answer is that the timeline, he's 31 years old.
Yeah.
That's not what they're trying to do. I would love to be a fly on, again, I have no info on this, but I would love to be a fly on the wall for the Wemby conversations with the Spurs, assuming they've happened. Like, would you blame a young guy like that if he might have found a way, or his people, to send the message of like, all right, let me cook here for a few years, like as the guy. Like, I mean, that's one of those that on paper sounds amazing. It probably would be amazing, but having 2 aliens, so to speak, on the same team in Giannis and Wemby, functionally, how would that work? But yeah, the timeline thing to me is the biggest factor. As an aside, again, Spurs and Kings fans probably don't want to hear this. I thought Fox was definitely one of the snubs on the All-Star team. It's wild that I forget where his final numbers were, but he carried that team when Wemby was out. Dave didn't like that hot take.
I'm gonna get the letters. That's fine.
All the letters.
All the letters.
Well, I'm sure that made Kings fans happy then. Maybe we'll spin it that way.
Well, he did make the All-Star team, so there.
Yeah.
Sam, should LeBron be there?
I don't think so. I'm hardcore on the All-Star fund. I really don't like, the ceremonial selections. I'm not a big fan. There's no way. I mean, if you break down the numbers, there's absolutely no way. So even no it's pretty brutal, by the way. Conspiracy theory time. Dave loves this. Let's put our tinfoil hats on. Like and I'm only half kidding. Like the NBA historically has had an amazing ability to make sure that the All-Star host has at least one selection.
Yeah.
And the Clippers, now granted, I know they got off to an awful start, but even during their awful start, James Harden was absolutely cooking and putting up big numbers. So, Kawhi missed 13 games. At the end, it seemed like he should be the guy to a lot of people. But whether it was James or Kawhi, the idea that, I don't have the standings in front of me, if you guys know where the Clippers are now. But the Clippers are literally...
They're 9-3 back of 8.
They're like the best team in the NBA in the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
So that was a little stunning that not only did LeBron get on as a courtesy to keep his record going, but no Clippers got on there. I'm sure Steve Ballmer is loving that amidst the backdrop of the investigation around them, and when is that going to happen?
Yeah, for those that say the
as far
record,
as the
like
results.
Yeah, Avdia made it, and he should. Denny has, but they're below the Clippers.
Hey.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Right.
Sam, I know All-Star break's coming up, and I'm not sure if you're going to have commissioner access or not. I know he usually does the thing. But just in case, I wanted to real quick pass 3 things on that I'd like you to yell at him about and also say hi for us.
After he yells at him?
Say hi first.
Okay, that's good. Soften him up.
Okay, so number 1, this apron thing is stupid, and I hate it. This is like the dumbest trade deadline. It's freaking Keon Ellis and Trae Young, and then what's the one from yesterday? Duop Reith. Like, no disrespect, this is dumb. And yeah, you had Luka Doncic last year in the that fake rigged trade that got Dallas Cooper Flag, but can we figure this out because it's dumb for the game? That's number 1. Number 2, the 65 game thing that's starting to prevent I think Jokic can miss one more game. Can we just finally that's not going to work. If it was the right idea, it's not going to work. Can we just do what every other sport does, please, and go to total points, total rebounds, total assists, and that fixes it right there? Like I've said before, imagine if Aaron Judge hit 70 home runs, but dude behind him, averaged 2.1 home runs versus, or would be that, but what I'm saying? Like, what if the home run king, and Aaron Judge is a home run king with 0.93 home runs a game. Oh, all hail Aaron Judge. Like, can we just go to totals for everything and that solves it all? And then number 3, please tell the world team to just beat the hell out of the U.S. team with EuroLeague coming up and the NBA Finals isn't the real world championship talk. And that's how we fix the All-Star game is we get the world and the U.S. to hate each other. In basketball, hello. And then, I feel
that's happening.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's all. I feel like those are all 3 really good topics, Sam, and it will help Adam fix the basketball.
I feel like the combination of you giving me 72 topics at once while my phone started blowing up about some other stuff. Leads to it. No, nothing sexy, but a good conversation. It gives me zero hope of answering any of your questions.
Well,
other than the apron thing, you kind of put a twist on it this time. So at least to your credit, you gave more context, but you keep asking me about the broken system. Like, I don't know what to tell. Like, I'll yell it at him. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's
not your fault.
No, I know.
Okay.
But so I'll move past that one. The 65 game deal, I don't see them reversing course soon. I think they probably want to give it time, even though it's pretty unpopular.
Why not go to totals though? I mean, can you shoot a hole in that? Like, why is it bad? It solves the whole rest management, this, that. Like every other sport does it. Wouldn't that?
That's the part where I was distracted. What does everybody other sport do?
I'm saying like in football, the quarterback that wins the passing title, they don't go by he averaged 334. It's most yards. In baseball, it's most home runs, most RBI, most hits. Like the NBA can solve this whole 65-game issue by getting rid of that and just going with, the scoring leader scored the most points in the league that year. Rebounding leader, assist leader, steals leader, block leader. You had the most. That's it. Move on.
Right.
Why are they complicating it?
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Tell the commission.
Tell Adam.
Yeah.
And tell them that, thanks for still having an NBA team in Sacramento.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. That's Sam Amick doing double duty, soon to be triple duty this week. He
may not come back on Thursday.
This may be enough for him. We shall see. But in the meantime, please read his work at The Athletic. Follow him online as well for all the latest news and analysis. Sam, thank you, and have a great rest of your week.
You too, gentlemen. Talk soon.
Take care. Sam Amick, we're way late for a break. When we come back, we're going to switch to football real quick. 4 down territory, including the 49ers making a big move. We'll do that next.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
If you're serious about your golf game, then you need to know about Total Game Fitting at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Whether it's the TrackMan-powered player performance studio for your best fit clubs, or the cutting-edge technology putter fitting studio, or the free Ballnamic ball fitter and 3D foot scanner, the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop offers you total game fitting from head to toe with equipment and apparel. Find your advantage at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop with the latest offering of new golf products in Northern California. Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Hurry in and save big during Honda's President's Day sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Hurry in and save on our best selection of new Hondas. Each is priced to sell now. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop for great pricing on a giant selection of new CRVs, HRVs, Civics, and Accords with low finance and lease options. Plus, get an instant cash offer for your trade. Get to Folsom Lake Honda or go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports.
Just got a text. My soccer team just signed a striker. His name is Bobby Wales. Bobby Wales. He was born in Ireland. He plays for Scotland.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Wales, Ireland. It's kind of like the whole UK wrapped up there. All right. Well, welcome in, Bob. Back to you. 4 down territory. Our texter says, Eric says, sorry, I'm a little ticked off after that response Sam gave. Well, now I'm like, which one? Which response?
He had a lot
team.
He had a lot of responses.
What?
The team still being in Sacramento.
Oh, Sam was just samming. First down, please.
The 49ers are going with Raheem Morris as their new defensive coordinator. Do you like the hire?
I love it.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
I really do.
Describe it.
It's a move for a defensive coordinator.
And you love.
And that I love. I like Raheem Morris. I think Raheem Morris is a good defensive mind. I think Raheem Morris is somebody that they can look. They did the plug and play thing for a while with their defensive coordinators, and then it kind of went sideways with Steve Wilkes, who, to be fair, I thought was going to do a lot better than he did after the job he did at Carolina. But I think you plug, whether it's Robert Saleh or D'Amico Ryans, I think Raheem Morris, again, I keep saying it, but just gives him kind of a plug and play. Really, kind of like how we were talking about Doug Christie, is he a good coach or not? I'm going to make one prediction. I think how good Raheem Morris is going to be next year as a coach is highly going to depend on the health of his defense, shockingly.
Yeah, right.
I think the healthier they are, the better a coach Raheem Morris will be. And if they're not healthy, terrible coach.
Yeah, I can see that.
The worst.
I can totally agree with that. Yeah, I mean, look, this is a guy that's been a head coach, that's been a coordinator, it's bounced around. I know Kyle Shanahan's done his due diligence of interviews and other guys out there. And, you hit it on the head. I think he's going to have the right concepts, the right ideas, what the Niners want to do.
Yeah.
They've got to be healthy. Otherwise, and they've got to also work on that. I think they need not work on the health, but work on the defensive side. They need to get more pass rushers, edge rushers. I think that's when their Niners are at their best, when they have an elite defensive front, and it has not been elite the last couple of years. So they need to improve there.
Second down.
Why is it that Morris will be the 5th defensive coordinator in 5 years for the 49ers?
Because it's a launching pad. I mean, that's just the best thing I can say. It is a launching pad for every Steve Wilkes, which, by the way, that was set up to absolutely be a launching pad back into coaching. Again, there is D'Amico Ryans. There's a Robert Saleh. It is an opportunity for somebody to come in, especially with the personnel the Niners have had on defense, and really set themselves up well. Now, I almost wish for selfishly, it would be nice for a guy to come in and just be like, okay, but you agree, like, you have to stay here for 3 years. Like, you can't just come in for a year and leave. I know that's not how it works, but it stinks because I hope this doesn't happen. But there's heavy odds that Robert Saleh is going to be out of a job in 2 or 3 years, and I understand you have to chase it. I get that. It's 1 of 32, but and that's why I think they don't ever have issues really attracting. And again, I'll go back to Steve Wilkes. He was a very attractive hire. Don't look at the results. Look at when it happened and what he'd done in Carolina. I think it's a very coveted, one of the top 5, if not top 3 most coveted coordinator jobs in the NFL. Not so much offensive coordinator, because it's like the Eric Bieniemy rule. Everyone knows Andy Reid's calling the shots. Everybody knows that Kyle Shanahan's running the shots, calling the shots, just like everyone knows Sean Payton now is calling the shots. It's a different story.
Yeah, I think in this case, too, the reason it's 5 in 5 years is a little bit back to Steve Wilkes. I mean, if it wasn't a launching pad, it then should have been a job of his for 2 to 3 years, and it just didn't connect with the Niners and his philosophy and Shanahan. So, but the other guys, to their credit, the defense was good, and it was the launching pad for Saleh and for D'Amico Ryans, and now Saleh again. So, yeah, we'll see if it is for Raheem Morris after this year.
Third down.
The Raiders reportedly are going to go with Clint Kubiak as their next head coach after the Super Bowl is over. Do you like this idea?
I like the idea of, and it doesn't surprise me at all, it really doesn't, that they were going to go with somebody young. I think the Raiders now, look, here's where I'll credit Mark Davis, and I'm going to give him full credit for this so far. It looks like he's gotten the hell out of the way, which is the smartest thing he could do. Get the hell out of the way. And now you've got this, imagine this culture now where you have John Spytek, you have Tom Brady, you have Clint Kubiak. These are all young, dynamic dudes that are incredible recruiters. When you've got Tom Brady out there running the recruiting, basically, Spytek, and you've got these guys that are like the next wave. I don't know if Clint Kubiak's a good head coach or not. We'll find out. But I think it makes a lot of sense for them to try to find their Sean McVay, their Ben Johnson, their Liam Cohen. They want to find someone. And I keep thinking of the guy, who was the guy in Arizona a few years back? Young, dynamic, didn't work
Kingsbury?
out. Yeah, thank you, Cliff Kingsbury, which I get. But I think they're saying, all right, dude, we got the 3 of us to change this culture here. We got $90+ million in cap space, second in the league, and that's before we do anything with Max Crosby. We got the number 1 pick in the draft. We got a lot of draft capital behind that. Let's go to work. We got a not even a blank canvas. They've got Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers, and they got some stuff. I'm telling you, man, I'm getting the same vibes with the Raiders that I had with the Bears last year that I have with the Giants right now. I really feel like they're on a good track.
Yeah, I think they've got the elements that now you get to the draft. You draft right. If Kubiak's a guy with what he's done offensively and what he's done for Seattle and Darnold, if he can continue to do that, if it is Mendoza that they go with. I mean, there are at least some bright spots that look ahead for this team. And Kubiak was a guy that a lot of people were interested in. If the Raiders land him and he becomes the coach they think he can, then finally, can we see this team on the upswing? I mean, finally.
I'll tell you this much, as a Niner fan, I can absolutely argue myself into saying the Raiders might be in a better position than the Niners right now. I don't think they'll have a better record next year. I don't want to get crazy. But, like, if you were coming into one team or the other, Raiders got a lot. By the way, Seahawks third in the league in scoring this year as well. Yeah. Fourth down.
Tonight is Super Bowl Media Day. Would you have any interest being in that media mosh pit?
I would rather have a bucket of popcorn, a lawn chair, and sit down right in front of my 82-year-old dad and my 80-year-old mother making out passionately. Just going for it.
And interviewing him?
Then I'll air it in. I'll be the sideline reporter.
Okay.
Than being in that media mosh pit. Been there, done that. Nope, no thanks. Some people love it. The same people that love that are my wife and daughter who used to love to go to Black Friday. Like, they were into it, man. Let's go. Let's get that deal that's not really a deal. And it's fun and it's exciting. It's a spectacle. No, I would rather, what's the old standby I use? I would rather glue Carl Budding lunch meat to my entire body and dive into an aquarium filled with piranha. I would rather slam my stuff in a car door. I'd rather take a meat thermometer and put it in my right ear and mallet that sucker all the way through to the left. Al Yankovic. I'd rather clean up all the bathrooms in Manhattan with my tongue than be a part of that mosh pit.
I don't like any of your examples.
I don't either.
I'd rather be in the mosh pit than those.
You know what? You know what I'd rather do, Jason? I'm not going to do it. I would rather paper cut in between all of my fingers.
You would rather.
Okay, you know what? That's dramatic.
None of the others.
I'll stop at that.
Okay.
And then I was going to say, then put my hand in some peroxide. I won't do that. I will do anything for love, but I will not do that, Jason. But I assume you don't want to go either?
No, I don't really want to go.
Yeah,
okay,
well, so you're with me.
I had a extra spot in the car if you wanted to go down and be in the media mosh pit, ask some clever questions.
Nope. No, thank you. I'm good.
Okay.
Leave that to the youth. Unless, well, depends. Is there food?
Oh, they've got
it.
Well, you can ask food questions.
If I could do that.
Yeah,
well,
you can.
Now we're talking.
No rules of this thing.
Yeah, but there's a chance I go, I'm here to watch the game. Or I'm here to play the game.
Next guy.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to end up getting, like, DeAndre Mashenko, backup offensive lineman for the whoever's.
All right.
And he gives me a great answer. Nobody cares.
Come on, Mashenko.
Come on, Mashenko, the great Mashenko. We'll take a break. When we come back, what's hot, what's not? We'll recap 3 of the key for the Kings Celtics and the Kings Wizards. And if we have time, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to run this by you. What I think is maybe the weirdest, underrated, underreported story of the NBA season. We'll do that next.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, Athletics, and Republic FC with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
This year's tax changes. Better not get caught snoozing. Miss one deduction, lose thousands. Not amusing.
Big tax changes can mean bigger refunds at Jackson Hewitt. And right now, get $100 just to try us.
Don't worry, tax filers. If money is tight, get $100 from Jackson Hewitt, so you'll sleep better at night.
Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave here for Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room, inviting you to come join them every Wednesday for their midweek madness drawing, giving away $2,000 in total cash starting at 6 p.m. It's a safe and friendly environment, plenty of well-lit parking available, and it's conveniently located right there in downtown Sacramento. And remember, best food, best service, best games, 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
It's hot.
The New York Knicks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Prove it.
After Jalen Brunson was appalled by their performance against the Dallas Mavericks, after they lost to the Kings, by the way, he called a players-only meeting.
Okay.
Undefeated since then, 6-0. So Jalen Brunson, maybe fix the team. Are they going to win championship? Maybe. They might never lose again.
Maybe.
Maybe the players-only meeting is what's hot.
Yeah, maybe.
You ever wonder if sometimes this players-only meetings are like, we just need to make people think we're having a players-only. Like, let's play video games.
And they just tell jokes. Everybody tell us your best joke.
Dan Patrick is asking took a poll saying, caught my eye, best musical artist from the Bay Area. And his choices are Journey, Grateful Dead, Santana, and Metallica, which Metallica is barely winning right now. It's a close race. Does Huey Lewis and the News get in there?
Oh, wow. They should. Wait, tell me the four again.
Journey, Grateful Dead, Santana, and Metallica.
Grateful Dead.
I respect them. I couldn't. The Grateful Dead are like the NHL of music for me. I respect it. I do. I just could never get into them. I've tried.
I think I'm kind of there too. I just feel like it's the most Bay Area.
Yeah.
That when I think of it,
I don't disagree with that and the culture and all that surrounding it. I mean, if you told me they were the ones, I'd be like, yeah, I get it.
I think my ranking of those four.
Yeah.
I would.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll be real quick here.
Anthony, you have your four as well. Let's see if we line up on any of us.
I don't even remember.
Journey, Grateful Dead, Metallica, and Santana.
I hadn't
This
finished
is mine.
yet, but that's exactly how I would have. But Journey, I mean, I could see people saying, oh, no, Journey's last. Here's why. They were so short, blah, blah, blah. But where's Huey Lewis?
All right, so we're revealing our 1 through 4s?
Yeah. Are we doing this then?
Yeah.
Okay, my personal
4 to 1, 1 to 4, either way. Who do you guys have at 4?
Journey.
It doesn't have to just be from this list, though, right?
Oh, I was just going off the list.
I was just going who I think.
No, I'm going off the list.
Oh, okay. Then my number 4 would be Grateful Dead.
That's my number 4.
Just by my own enjoyment.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I like
But
Ripple.
again, it doesn't mean it's 4 and they're terrible.
Right.
No, they're good.
That's 4's top 4.
Right.
True.
All right, Anthony, you said Journey?
Yeah.
All right, 3?
Santana.
I have Santana.
That's exactly who I have.
Okay. 2?
Metallica.
This is so hard for me.
It is hard for me. I have Metallica, too. But I at first had Metallica 1, but I switched to Metallica 2.
Metallica 1's a great song.
It is a great album.
Song. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. That's the darkness imprisoning me. All that I see. Yeah.
Absolute horror.
I have Journey number 2.
Okay.
I know.
Fine.
I love Metallica, though, dude. Yeah, even after they sold out with the Black Album. Yes. Yeah. I have Ride the Lightning. Kill them all. Cliff them all.
Master Puppets.
Did Dylan sell out when he went electric?
I don't.
I don't know.
If I didn't know if did these bad to be. Just waiting for the Bob Dylan, Billy Corgan tour of people I can't understand when they sing. But respect. All right. Let's go. Let's recap. 3 of the key.
Wait, did we get who's not?
Oh, did we? I thought we did. Did we not? Who's not?
We did not.
Oh, sorry.
It's Paul George.
Yeah.
Yeah, had one good game, got drug tested. I think that's pretty funny.
Drug test.
Not hot.
Yeah, I don't. You know, the funny thing is about that whole deal I read is that the Sixers were having cap issues, and now the salary Paul George is going to miss in these 25 games actually saves them.
He's missing $11 million.
Yeah, like that saves them. That gets them under some room and is a huge bonus for them. Yeah, I want to know, like, what did he take, dude?
I think he admitted to something for, I can't remember what it was.
Recovery, or, I mean, it's always that. Can somebody, I'm not saying Paul did this, but I'm saying, can somebody just come out someday and be like, you know what? The cocaine was right there. I shouldn't have done it. Like, can somebody just come out and be like, legit, like, I took a roid. I didn't think I'd get caught.
It was just a roid.
Oh, it was a roid.
And Skittles.
It was a pill. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even put a needle in. It was just a roid. You know? Are all roids illegal? You're not going to get suspended for a hemorrhoid. Preparation H. Feels good on the whole.
Random stat that you would have given?
Yeah.
Or can give now?
Joe Mazzulla at halftime would actually come out and he would take, what's her face with the, he would actually haul Red Panda down, take her place, do the whole performance flawlessly, and then in his press conference, when asked why he did that, just stare at the reporter for 30 seconds and then say, next question.
Yeah.
Did that happen?
I don't know.
I think it did.
I might have. I said the Kings will never lead. It'll be a wire to wire. So that could have been like 2-0. I was running a risk there. Guess what? They never led.
Never
wire
led.
To wire.
Never led. Never led.
Anthony said they have a double-double by Sabonis. Sabonis was a DNP.
Oh, well.
I got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Well.
But Dave, there was one more game and it happened yesterday. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Screw the Super Bowl. Everyone was waiting for the Kings and the Wizards. By the way, the most underrated fast food dessert in the world's a Dairy Queen Blizzard. What's up? What is up? Dismount, Carrie Strug, one leg, gold medal. Get out of Dodge. Thank you. I will take the boot. Oh, that's an 8. Sorry, I thought you were drawing breasts. I will take the 8. Yes. Well done. Nice, Jason. for you.
I'm a tough judge.
You are a tough judge. My goodness.
We asked for the high score in the game yesterday.
For the Kings? High score, I would
See
say.
if you can get it right on now. If you remember.
Well, I know who it is.
Well,
it was Levine, and then followed by DeRozan, I think.
But how many did Levine get?
Well, what did I say they combined for 64? I think Levine had 36.
All right. I said Levine 28. Anthony said Schroder 24. He said Schroder.
He's not even on the team.
Oh, man.
What a ding-dong.
I think half the time I make a call, they don't play.
Where's Verlaud?
Dave, Levine had 35.
Dang it, I was one off.
All right. Then we said who would be the high in assists? Remember? Let's see. Did they have any?
I would say, I don't think anyone had an assist.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's say it would be Dylan Cardwell with 5.
All right. Well, 5 is the right number. I said DeRozan 7. Anthony said Sabonis 8. He didn't play.
It's every time.
What's going on?
It's every time.
And the leader was DeRozan and Stevens with 5.
Media Day interviewee
of the show. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Isaiah Stevens.
Random stat.
We knew.
Do you have something you would predict?
Yes, that my random stat was going to be in a show of blatant tanking, the Wizards would actually pull all of their starters for the entire fourth quarter, trying to lose, and then the Kings with 2 probable future Hall of Famers, or a Hall of Famer and a Hall of Fame adjacent,
it's getting out of hand
playing
here.
pretty much the whole fourth quarter, out-tanked the Tankers and still lost. That's my random stat.
That would never happen.
Yeah, that's just too much. I mean, you're not benching Marvin Bagley.
No.
For like Scalaby Sierra.
Marvin Bagley revenge game.
7 for 7. Anyway, Anthony said a double-figure Beam Kings win. Oof, Anthony.
It's, just go with the opposite of what I said.
Tough.
And I said, I was calling overtime. I said, if there's any game that deserves overtime, it was that. We almost had it. So, there you go.
Marvin Bagley, 15 points in 19 minutes with 6 boards, 2 assists, a steal, and a block.
Never missed.
What is the craziest part of that stat line, Jason Ross?
7 for 7?
7 for 8, but okay.
Oh, you did miss one?
Yeah, right. Well, that's what it says.
They changed
I think,
that,
honestly, how many games in his career, what percentage of games in his career has Marvin Bagley had 2 or more assists? No, I'm not trying to be a guy. I'm just saying.
Don't be the guy.
Don't be the guy.
But did you see the second jump? Got him.
That was, you knew I had water in my mouth.
I did.
And I wasn't looking for that.
That second jump, man.
Why is there never a third jump?
It only needs 2. If at first you don't succeed, then jump again.
Nice of the Wizards to have a George that's not suspended for PEDs, right? And also,
Will Riley damaged the Kings.
Okay, he did. Can I just say,
Will Riley?
Is it Will Riley?
Yeah, Will.
Yeah,
Riley.
Will Riley damaged the Kings. He did.
Yeah.
Also, was it the 4th? That one move on the elbow where he spun and I think it was a hook and I think it hit someone in the 3rd row and I was like, oh God, this is one of the NBA games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really
they played.
You saw it, and hopefully they're all sleeping in their nice warm beds as we speak back home.
Yeah,
nice to be back.
It's a bad road trip.
Unpack that bag.
Yeah,
have some In-N-Out burger for breakfast. Why not?
See, now that they've made it to the worst record, that was kind of a target for some, and that's fine.
Yeah,
can they win another couple games at least?
I would like to.
Just a few.
I honestly think I'd rather them have the 2nd or 3rd worst record.
And then win the lottery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I'm glad
I would rather
turned you a little bit.
Let's go. You know what? Anti-tank guy. Me.
Yeah.
Right here. Let's go.
The action commander.
Let's go. Memphis on Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm good with them winning home games. Honestly, they can lose every road game the rest of the way. That's fine.
Anthony says we have to break.
Win a few home.
Okay, fine. Let's break.
Make them happy.
When we come back, post-game reaction, the road trip overall. I got your reaction right here to the road trip. Wow. And again, the story in the NBA that is being covered weirdly, and I don't know why. We'll talk about it next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers!
If every game on your number one sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If your business depends on reliable vehicles, it's time to upgrade your fleet at myelkgrovechevrolet.com. We specialize in fleet pricing, bulk discounts, and fast approvals, so your team stays on the road and on the job. From work trucks and vans to fuel-efficient sedans and SUVs, we have the inventory, service, and financing to keep your business moving. Call or visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today and ask about exclusive fleet savings. myelkgrovechevrolet.com. Driving business forward.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton and Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Hagen Oaks knows you can buy a driver off the shelf anywhere, but Hagen Oaks is the only place where you'll find total game fitting. The Hagen Oaks TrackMan-powered player performance studio fits clubs to your swing. Ping's Ballnamic ball fitter finds your optimum golf ball. The putter fitting studio makes you a better putter, and FootJoy's 3D foot scanner finds your correct fit. In fact, Hagen Oaks will fit you from head to toe with equipment and apparel to make you the player you want to be. It's total game fitting, and it's only at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
At Stockton Honda, we know how to honor a great deal. Like right now during our President's Day sales event. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, you can find star-spangled savings on some of our best models. Why not stop in today and see for yourself? Come celebrate at Stockton Honda and get huge savings on our giant selection, plus top dollar for your trade.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
All right. Final hour. You've made it this far. We appreciate each and every one of you, except you.
Yeah, you know who you are.
You know exactly who you are.
Stop doing that.
You need to stop right now and think about what you've done. Just think about it and change. It's not too late. And then you know what we'll do?
Make that change.
We will appreciate you. Once again, this February month is special. 4 Mondays, 4 Tuesdays, 4 Wednesdays, 4 Thursdays. You get it. 4 Fridays, 4 Saturdays.
But how many Sundays?
4.
Oh.
4 as a matter of fact. They all go in order. The month started Sunday, yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And it's already February 2nd. Man.
Time flies.
Yeah.
And then
it's
you know
Christmas
what?
Again.
Then it's March Madness.
Yeah.
And then it's hot. And then it's baseball.
Hey, golf.
Hey, golf. I did catch a little. Congratulations, Justin Rose, running away with it this weekend. I do like golf being back.
I played my first. I didn't get a full round in, but I played my first time on the golf course in 26.
Oh,
the other day.
Really?
Yeah, on Friday.
And I'll bet you played well, didn't you? Taking some time off. No?
I would not qualify it that way.
Oh,
I was not pleased with the way I played.
So it was one of those where you go, I had fun.
I did.
There you
go. I had a blast.
I still have not played since I think September, Phil's tournament.
Okay.
I think this is the longest break I've taken. Was going to play this Saturday, but I think there might be a tournament or something going on at Timber Creek. I didn't find a single tee time.
Wow.
I just said nothing available. There was stuff available on Friday.
Do you know a guy?
I do, but then, Yeah.
Okay.
Then I call my dad and be like, Dad, can you make a tee time for me? You live there. Before we get to Kings, I just want to... Why is Cooper Flagg not getting more hype?
I think Anthony Albert, we literally talked about that on Friday. Going,
oh, did you?
Well, it was after he had his 49.
Yeah.
And it got attention. But I'm like, he is one of the very few guys to me that got hype.
Yeah.
Played at a major school.
Yes.
Went number 1 and has actually outperformed what he was supposed to do and is not getting enough love for it.
I don't get it.
And I don't understand why. I still think we're in the... Well, Victor Wembanyama's a rookie. He's not a rookie. Victor Wembanyama's been around for a little while, but we're still enamored with him, and that's okay to be enamored with him.
Yeah.
And appreciate what Cooper Flagg's doing.
I think I saw this thing that was saying highest points scored per age. Mm-hmm. I think Cooper Flagg is now the highest scoring has a single game.
Yeah.
Highest scoring game is an 18-year-old. Highest scoring game is a 19-year-old because he just turned 19. I think it was just very recently. Yeah. December 21st. Mm-hmm. He's 18/19-year-old, comes into the league, is right there, point guard, which Jason Kidd was getting some crap over. I say, hell yeah, put him at point guard. And he's averaging 26 and 4 and putting up, when you look back at really damn near everyone but LeBron, couple exceptions. Their 18th year, 19th year. Look at Kobe, his 18th year, his 18-year-old year. So it made me think, taking everything, contract, age, everything into equation. And we've had this conversation kind of for fun before, but now we've had a few months. Hi, Jason.
Hi.
You are whoever the new guy is over in Dallas now that took over for Nico Harrison, right? Jason Ross, we'll call him. GM of the Mavs, okay? Hold on here. Pick him up.
Yeah.
Hello, is this Jason?
Yes, who's this? Because I talk like this because I don't know who I'm talking to.
Why do you sound like Anthony?
Hey.
That's what I sound like?
Well, you sound like the guy from The Thing.
That sound like the guy?
Do it.
Hey, who's this?
Which one are you talking about?
Hello.
Hi. Hey, it's Rob. How are you?
Hi, Rob.
Rob. Palenka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Rob Palenka, GM of
I got your gift basket. Thank you.
Hey, you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I had some protein bars.
Yeah. It was out of date. But
yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
Thank you. Appreciate
what we do.
gesture.
Well, it'll leave. It will, much like our fans, leave you early.
Yeah. So it came from the Bus family.
Got a proposal for you.
Okay.
You got a second? You got a banana? Maybe something to chew on?
Yeah, just fans around here are a little sensitive if I were talking to you, but that's fine.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I got an idea for you. Let's really have some fun.
Okay.
All right. I like this kid Cooper Flagg you got.
I
know.
Sure you do.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'd love to give you Rui Hachimura and some draft picks, maybe some of that. But we going anywhere with that? You're holding on to Cooper, right? Okay. I figured I'm just going to cut to the chase. And by the way, Adam Silver just called me. And he said that we're now in a world where none of the cap or anything counts, so we can do whatever. We can do whatever we want. How about I got this kid Luka Doncic? What do you think? Straight up, I trade you. Let's just reverse it. I'm going to trade you Luka Doncic. You get him back. So many fans happy. The jerseys, everything. He's back in Dallas. Nico's gone. It's a huge reunion. You got your guy back. You give me Cooper Flag. What do you say?
You just hung up on me. I'm supposed to hang up on you.
That's called playing the game. I say, what do you say? And then click. And now you're like, it's like, I don't want to seem too eager.
Moneyball, baby.
All right. Sorry. I'm back. Sorry about hanging up on you. It was a bad connection here in L.A. Staples Center. Terrible crypto.
Pay your bill.
Yeah. Sorry. We don't have a lot. Bus family's a little broke right now. What do you think, Jason? How about this? We'll send you Luka Doncic straight up for Cooper Flag.
No. I want more. Throw in Bronny.
You got a deal. You got yourself a god-dang deal.
That's actually interesting if they would do that.
I would.
For who? Dallas?
If I was
the Lakers? Would you do it for both sides?
I wouldn't do it if I was Dallas. I would rather have Cooper Flag. And I'm not trying to be hot take wise guy here. I'm really not.
So then you just fleeced me.
I'm talking about,
Hello.
Hey, congratulations. Hi. I'm talking about a kid who just turned 19 years old.
Right.
Who has shown all the signs of being a guy. He's 6'9", he's 205, and he's going to grow and get stronger. And by the way...
But Luka took you to the finals.
He did take me to the finals. Yeah. He did. That was cute. That was nice.
Really?
I got a guy...
19 wins right now.
I got a guy in Cooper Flag.
Having a great year, and you have 19 wins.
Who is surrounded by barf. No disrespect. Cooper Flag, I mean, right? We're still... Yeah.
Anthony Davis?
Plays like 5 minutes.
Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie
Irving played every game
does
this
he
year.
even play basketball anymore?
Klay Thompson,
Klay
the greatest
Thompson
shooter
is
in the
97 years old. Does Mama call him Klay? I'm going to call him Klay. Joe Louis was 137 years old.
PJ Washington?
Oh, okay. Well, you got a point there.
Yeah.
Paul James Washington.
That was the deal breaker.
Not only, look, I don't think Cooper Flag is going to be, if I had to guess, I would say he will not be the offensive version of Luka Doncic. I think he'll be really good offensively. I think he'll be a guy that perpetually averages mid to high 20s.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be this kind of scorer.
7 to 8 assists a game.
I thought the charm of him, it was like that, this versatile. I mean, like he could guard every position, play a lot of different positions. I just thought he'd be a solid scorer. He's come in and he's been a great scorer.
I think he has a chance to really be a double-double guy rebounding-wise or flirting with it. I think if
double-double.
Hell, hey. I think if you told me that his averages over the next 10 years would be somewhere around 25, 8, and 8, I would absolutely buy that. But here's the thing. He's 19. From all accounts, the dude is work-obsessed. His ethic is taking care of his body. Oh, and by the way, he plays defense. He plays defense. He can block shots. He will do, whereas Luka Doncic is literally afraid of defense. He will play defense.
So in your mind, is there a player in the league right now, currently in the league, that you would trade
Cooper Flag for?
Wemby. Joker?
That's the one I'm stuck on. I really am. I'm stuck on it.
Giannis?
I am. No. I wouldn't trade for Giannis right now. And by the way, I think Giannis is a better player. No doubt.
Yeah.
I'm not only am I taking into account age, lack of wear and tear, all that, he's also going to be on a ridiculously low salary. Again, NBA standards low salary for the next 4 years after this. Yeah, he's going to max out, but that max is going to, it's not going to be, Maxey Maxerton, his first max. And you have, again, barring injuries, you've got like at least 12, 13 years of like pure prime with this guy. Like prime. And it's just so funny how it worked out with Dallas. Like, look, I'm not trying to do the math where they traded Luka straight up for Cooper Flag, although if that's a conspiracy theory you want to believe in, I'll subscribe to it. I'm not entirely sure that there aren't some people that had they known that was the case. I think you have a better chance in the future of winning a championship with a team built around Cooper Flag than you do built around Luka Doncic. I do. I think with Luka, you have to augment some. I'm not saying he can't. And by the way, I'm not saying Luka isn't one of the best players in the NBA, top 5 play. He's amazing, but he is He is not a defender. I always go back to what Vlade said about him and knowing his dad and knowing him and the worries about what is Luka going to be like at 30, 31, 32. And I know we're a ways off, but we're not a ways off. Mm-hmm. How old is, what is Luka, 27?
I was going to say 26 or 27.
I think you're right. 20. And why am I looking at Dallas for that? I think you're right. 20. And I know
26.
26. Okay. When does he turn 27? Do you have that in front of you?
This month, February 28th.
He's washed. You're saying he's washed?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
I am not. And by the way, I also think it's in the Lakers' best interest to move on from LeBron this year and just get that out of there, the salary, all that stuff. And then they can really start building around Luka. He's gonna need a ball stopping he's gonna need at least 2 defenders. I mean, stud defenders in that starting lineup, like an Anthony Davis. Yeah, I know. Some sort of a old school Jrue Holiday, Bruce Brown, that type of thing. I mean, I'm talking about those types, Tony Allen, Marcus Smart. He's going to need 2 of those guys. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I'm saying I think Cooper Flag's an easier guy to build a championship team around. And it's very weird to me, not that Cooper Flag is some unknown.
Right. He's been hyped for years.
Yeah. But, we're watching this 18, now 19-year-old kid meet or exceed expectations. Are we just kind of numb to it?
We shouldn't be.
No.
Because what he's doing is amazing.
And oh, by the way, if you want to talk about guys that aren't getting any – now, look, Cooper Flag's going to win Rookie of the Year, and he should. But this Knipple kid – is really, really
Con
Knipple is an absolute stud. And what really sticks out with me about him is that he turned 20 in August. The old schooler in me sure would love to have seen what a Cooper Flag Con Knipple Duke team would have looked like for a couple of years. I mean,
right.
Woof. And this kid's
and Cam Boozer with him.
Oh, my God. You're so right. Anyways, I feel like, weirdly enough, as much as he's talked about, that Cooper Flag has actually been sort of underrated this year.
I'm with you on that, which is bizarre. I don't know why it's happened that way, but it has.
Dave, if the Kings got the number 1 pick in the draft this year, would you trade that pick for Cooper Flag? I 1,000% would. I 1,000 trillion bill. Without hesitancy, I would. Not.
Would there be any hesitancy, though, if Dallas called for that trade and you're going, wait.
Yes.
What is it about the one coming out, and what is it about Cooper Flag that you're already ready to move on?
It would be an alarm bell thing. Yeah. It'd be like if Sam Presti calls I got a deal for you.
Yeah. He had a beer after a game once.
Was there a
from the 916? Why did you just say, is there a red flag?
With 1G, not 2.
No. Yeah. From the 916, why does Luka have to be the best defender on his team? SGA has Caruso, Dort, and Hartenstein playing defense. First of all, I didn't say he has to be the best defender. I said specifically he needs 2 guys helping him out. Also, SGA has either led the league or been right there in steals the last 2-3 years. And I know stealing isn't the end-all be-all of defense, but let's not act like SGA doesn't do his part. I don't think Luka Doncic is ever going to be top 5 in steals.
Right.
Just a thought. Could be wrong. I don't think that's a good comparison whatsoever. The Sacramento Kings come home off of this road trip. I don't know. They're tanking, dude. They're not great. It's not fun to watch.
No, it's really pain. I mean, look, I think like the Boston game when they got down like that, it was like, oh, they're defeated.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I blame them. Like, it's been a challenge. It's been a tough year. I know they were brutally cold on this road trip. I mean, literally just how the elements they had to go through.
Yeah.
They had a couple of chances at wins during this trip, and then when they don't get that reward, look, I don't want them to lose every game.
Yeah.
I just would like them to win like about every 6th or 7th game. And right now when you're at 9 in a row and you're dead last and worst road record, it's just you don't want to be a part of a team that's historically bad, and they are right now.
Well, and that's why for me it's like I said earlier, you get the same odds at the number 1 pick in the bottom 3. Now, obviously,
you can drop further slots.
Exactly. I would be if you gave me a choice between having the worst record in the league and the second worst record in the league right now, I'd take second worst. Because also the worst record has never gotten the number 1 pick, which of course means that's exactly what would happen this year. But you're right. And that's the lamest. Honestly, I want them to tank. I want them, to lose with purpose. I want them to get a pick. I want them to not take shortcuts. This has been well documented. That doesn't mean, though, for a heartbeat that I am not or that I am indifferent to just how much it sucks for the fans there. It just really sucks, dude. It's unfortunate, but it sucks. I get it. Like, lugging the family out there every night just to watch you get kicked in the leg every night. I get it. It sucks. It really, really stinks, man. And that is an unfortunate part of this. And what I hope is that it all pays off in the long run. But just how much faith can a fan base be asked to have over the years? I get it. And when I see people say, I'll say this too, when I see people say, I'm tuning out, or they say, I just can't watch right now. And by the way, I've even seen some people that are like, I'm going to adopt another team. I can't handle this. You know what? I've softened so much on that. I really have. Now, look, I understand. Well, don't come back then. Well, bandwagoner. You know what? If you're somebody who's been a fan of the Sacramento Kings 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and you finally say, look, my career is almost up. And by career, I mean life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 20 or 30 and full of optimism anymore. I'm 50 or 60 or 40 or whatever. I've spent pretty much my entire life rooting for a mostly bad team. I'd like to experience. Now, I would say this. I don't think the highs will be anywhere near as high as if you stuck it out with the Kings. But I think I realized, like, who am I or anyone else to tell somebody, you must root for the team that continually disappoints you for the rest of your life or you're a bad fan. I couldn't do it. I couldn't jump ship. I'm ride or die with these guys. It's the old saying, when I die, bury me in a Kings logoed coffin so they can let me down one last time. I'm there. But I think I kind of understand more and more, like, I get it. If somebody says, man, I've had enough. I just can't do this. Mental health, I can't. I've stuck it out for 15. I can't do it. Okay.
But if you go and adopt another team, what if you get like enamored? You're like, oh, I'm starting to like the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
And then they do really well, and you're in. I was like, I'm fully on the T-Wolves bandwagon.
Yeah.
Like, will you ever come back?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I've never done anything like that.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it.
There'll be a team like.
By the way, I can imagine it. I'm sorry. I have imagined it many times. That's a lie. I can't imagine following through with it.
Yeah. I feel like it's different than I don't have it. It's not a good example this year. I don't have a preference for Seattle or the Patriots.
Right.
But if I did, or I really like this coach or this quarterback, it's like, I'm rooting for them. But then if they lost, it's fine. If they won, I'm really happy for them, and then I move on.
Yeah.
But like to take on a team is a different.
Also, has anyone mentioned yet this is a rematch between the Patriots and Seahawks from a few years ago?
I've never heard anybody say that.
1-800-912-1140 is your phone line.
Are we going to do the simulator?
Yeah, you ready for the simulator real quick?
See?
I'm sorry. Yes, here you go. All right, so the Kings are in the prime spot.
They can't go down.
By the way, can I just say I've been having terrible luck with the simulator the last week.
Not this time. This one's going to work.
All right. Beat. Kings fall 2 spots. AJ DeBonza. Which, by the way, again, if you told me they were going to get, I might just walk away, right? That's why I asked you that earlier. Oh, also, Indiana gets the number 1 pick. Just for funsies.
Ooh.
Kings fall to 5, 4 spots. 3rd try. We'll see how long it takes as Kings fall to 5.
Okay, 4th try.
4th try. Kings fall to 3.
5th try.
Number 1. Darren Peterson, Sacramento King.
5th time's charm.
Meanwhile, the Hawks get Cam Boozer off the Pelicans for Derek Queen.
Whoa, the Spurs move way up.
The Spurs move up.
That goes to the Hawks, right?
9 spots, and that goes to the Hawks as well. Must be nice to be the Hawks. Hello, TC.
Hey.
What about Jason?
Hey, so I kind of want to come with some logic. You guys got me better?
Yeah, we got you better. Also, when you say you want to come with logic, be careful. Your logic isn't everybody's.
I got you.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, I should start with, right, because everybody's words matter.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this trade was an A+ in my opinion.
Oh.
Why? Because not only did Perry and DJ make a mistake in Dennis and Dario, but they turned around and cleaned up their mess. Not only did they clear up a crowded guard spot that everybody's been talking about, not only did you hit on a wing and DeAndre Hunter 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. Hey, Kings fans, aren't we always talking about wing depth? Well, we got a guy. Let's not act like this guy wasn't a dude in Atlanta that everybody was talking about getting maybe once or twice from a Sacramento Kings standpoint. Every time we talked about the Hawks, it was always, man, that DeAndre Hunter guy, that wing guy, he's nice. Well, Perry pulled it over. So the extra $10 million, if I'm right, the extra $10 million over the luxury tax was worth it, in my opinion, because not only can you move this guy maybe later on, but also he can fit next to Keegan perfectly, in my opinion. So that's all I got, Dave. I believe this trade was to set up more moving forward. But if we're talking about starting somewhere and building a foundation, Perry and BJ did that with this trade, in my opinion.
Thank you, TC.
Wow,
Sorry we got a break.
He's a big fan of it.
Hey, big fan of the trade. I hope he's right. Also, by the way, the chat, big fans of TC. A lot of TC Nation in here. TCFC.
I see it, yeah.
Look at that. Call anytime, TC. We'll take a break. Con Knipple's a funny name, too, though.
It is.
Is he the all-time greatest athlete with nipple in their name? Can I just say professional boxer Chris Arreola would be a nominee? But that's all I can think about right now. I'll give you the break to think about it when we come back. What's on Deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. And then we'll crosstalk with Matt and Kayla next.
The 10th Annual Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame celebration is Thursday, February 5th at the Golden One Center, inducting the class of 2026, plus honoring at SacSportsHOF.com.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture. And then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with AutoPay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data. 1-800 age 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
At InShape, we have a place for every kind of mover. The Sometimer, the early riser, the after-work grinder, the yogi, lifter, bodybuilder, walker, runner, swimmer, spinner, stretcher, rower, climber, jumper, dancer, boxer, sauna seeker, recoverer. Basically, if you walk, lift, stretch, or sweat, you belong at InShape. So whether it's your first time or your first time in a while, start the year strong and join today at InShape.com. Find a location nearest to you.
Come check out Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Plenty of well-lit parking available, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. And remember, Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
It is I, George Washington. Let me tell you about a President's Day sale from Big O Tires.
No, listen to me. I'm the honest one.
I got this, Abe. It's really no big deal.
I'll make the declaration. I'm on the $100 bill.
You're not even a president, Ben.
Now through February 22nd, buy 3, get 1 free of 4 select in-stock Big O branded tires with installation purchase.
Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Hey, welcome back.
Hi.
Sorry, I was asking Jason a question. What's on Deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. Big one tonight, Jason.
Yeah?
Pelicans and Hornets.
Okay.
Let's go, Pels.
Yeah, the Kings are the last one with 12 wins. There was a time where they just had more losses than teams, but everyone else has gotten a win here recently at the bottom.
You made me think, by the way, with the Kings at 12-39. Let me look at the standings here. The Kings have played.
Yeah, after tomorrow, there's only 30, or after the Wednesday game, only 30 to go.
And there's 16 more home games by my count.
Yeah, counting Wednesday.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they just won out at home and lost all that, that's 28. That's
what if you won half? So he gets to 20. I don't know where that'll finish them.
Let's see. 20 last year would have gotten you 20 last year, 20 wins. Jason would have been fourth worst.
Yeah, but remember, where was Dallas?
Yeah, no.
What did they technically finish?
Dallas was 39-43.
And that won the lottery.
The team that beat us at home, at our house in the play-in, gets Cooper Flag. Isn't it? This is where I honestly think we might be in a simulation too, though. Like, just imagine if that ping pong ball squirts into the Kings hopper, and we got Cooper Flag last summer.
All right. How different is it?
I think it's really different.
So you get Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're still have Sabonis and DeRozan and Levine. I think you sign or do you sign Schroder still? Do you sign a different point guard?
You probably do to Ah, dang it, I missed it. I just noticed something. I'm really picking up on it now. Anthony has the Scott Marsh.
Oh, he does?
He does. He has the who was Bobby Cox's pitching coach?
Leo Mazzoni.
He has the Leo Mazzoni. Do you know that, Anthony?
No idea what's going on.
No idea what we're talking about?
Nope.
You've got a little waggle to you.
Oh, I'm like fully spinning in this chair.
Yeah. I was just looking. Anthony's just kind of nothing crazy, just kind of rocking.
I'm like kicking the table.
Now, this is always when I put my foot in my mouth because the last time I did something like this on the air was when.
That's why there's no camera on me.
So bad. Were you there for that?
No, you've told the story. But I know what you're going to say.
He would be fine with it because we've talked about it on the air many times. But we have. But if some of you may remember my old morning partner, Jay Morris, who we love very much and hope is doing quite well. So anyways, there was one time where I saw Jay was doing something. And I said, hey, are you good, man? Like is there something flying around in there? That's literally what I said. Some people will remember this. And he's like, no, it's just my Tourette's. Are you serious? I had no idea.
Now you know.
Oh, I do now.
Is there something flying
Is there
around?
something? I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But, he was ticking, for lack of a better term. And I had never noticed that before. And I, honest to God, I'm just being real. I thought there was is there a bee? There was not a bee.
Maybe it was a bat.
So that's just because I do that sometimes too. That's not like a thing, is it? Because if it is, I'm not.
No, it's not a thing.
Right.
I really just am spinning in here.
Okay.
No diagnosis.
What does that mean? I'm spinning.
I literally spin the chair.
Oh, you
haven't
do?
noticed that?
Well, no, you were just kind of rocking up and down a little.
I was kicking the.
Oh, were you?
Table under here, yeah.
Because our dear friend Scott sometimes, I'll be in a meeting with him and he's a rocker. Likes to rock back and forth a little bit.
I'm also a pacer, not the team.
Oh, I got.
I'm on the phone.
I'm a pacer. I am too.
House.
Well, I know why you do that.
What?
I'll tell you off the air.
All right.
You do it for the same reason I do it.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a brain chemical thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It's honest to God, it's a thing. And I'll bet you and I pace when we're on the phone for the same exact reason.
Okay.
They're both bad things. Jason, I imagine when you're on the phone. Hello. Perfectly still. Great posture.
I'm trying not to impact any of the reception. Are you there? Are you there?
Hello.
Are you there? How about now?
Rockets at Pacers. Let's go, Indiana.
Let's go.
Way to go, Dallas. That's a hunt for October. Timberwolves at Grizzlies. Let's go.
Needs to get a couple more wins.
Yeah, let's go
Scoop them
Grizz.
up a little
bit. And then I also don't want them super angry Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't want
He's
angry.
looking at you.
Yeah, stupid bear. Sixers at Clippers. Oh, God. The Harden Bowl. I don't want either of these teams to win. I don't want the Clippers to win.
Paul George Bowl.
Yeah, that's right. Barfarama. Watching the Sixers, Kings. I was on with you to talk about. It's just so gross.
Yeah. B gets a friendly whistle.
James Harden did to Joel Embiid. I've said this many times before. What Neil Young did to Eddie Vedder for years, just infected him.
Yeah,
and just made him. He's so. I love Joel Embiid at Kansas. I loved him coming out of college. I think he's a wonderful player. He's so damn unethical, dude. He knows this stupid swipe through.
Right.
I hate it so. Well, don't defend it. Well, then don't play defense. It's just dumb. And and I saw this last night. Rayno got caught with it early. Who did it? It was it Brogdon? Somebody did it early, but I think it was Brogdon. The whole and I understand Rayno briefly left his feet and kind of moved in, but you can see Malcolm Brogdon. I think it was Brogdon.
No, it wasn't Brogdon.
It wasn't who?
I think didn't he just retire?
Yeah.
No, I'm not Brogdon.
Middleton.
Middleton. Thank you.
Yeah.
Brogdon. And Middleton, you see him jump into, if there was a diagram, his jumping angle was diagonal forward, jumps into Rayno, to initiate the contact, and then they got to call a foul. It's like, no, don't. You can't. I don't like it. It's not fun to watch.
You can't do that. He doesn't like it.
And by the way, just to make sure that, I have the same energy and people know I have the same energy for whatever, I probably need to see the replay. But there was a play last night. Let me find the box score here. I want to say it was what's his kid on the Wizards that did it. I want to say it was Anthony Gill was guarding. I know it was Reynaud down low, and Reynaud went in, and Gill pulled the chair out, just kind of back, and then Reynaud fell all over him. How's that a block?
Right.
You should absolutely be able to pull the chair out. If some dude goes to initiate contact and you're not there and he falls over onto you, I think at best that's a no-call travel. I don't know what Gill. Now again, I'm happy to be corrected on that one, but I don't like how they. I don't like how they do that. Also, I don't know what's going on with my. Do you have where your voicemail? Somebody just tried to call me, and voicemail will do a transcript. And it's not always right.
Right.
This just popped up. I'm just looking at it. Disappointment. We will be collecting $105 at check-in for your fillings. I think that's from my dentist. I need to know why is my name. Now, listen, if you ask my parents, why is my name Disappointment?
But from the dentist?
Disappointment.
What? I think you're exactly right. But, man, it reads Disappointment, which would be a terrible name for a draft pick, by the way.
What if they were the best player ever?
And their name was Disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Good merch.
You just that would be the all-time greatest Kings jersey to have, the player jersey. It's just Disappointment 23 on the back. You're just wearing a Kings jersey with Disappointment on the back. Fits.
Would it be better than Can't Miss?
Like can't like
that was their name, Can't
Jonathan
Miss.
Can't Miss. And it's like KANTMISCE, but that's how it's pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Can't Miss.
Nathan never lost.
Was it like Eric Plunk and Bob Walk?
Yeah. Dingers.
We'll take a break when we come back. Crosstalk with Matt and Kayla and Celebrity Birthdays as we wrap up ye old program.
It went fast today.
It went really fast today. I hope it goes fast tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
We'll do that next.
Domantas Sabonis plays here.
He finds Sabonis, put the frosting on the cake, put the cherry on the sundae. Sabonis with a two-hand flush makes it 114-106.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Many driving ranges have turned to hitting mats, with many of them using mats year-round. But according to Golf Top 100 teacher Martin Chuck, hitting off mats can give you a false sense of security, giving you the impression that you're a decent ball striker. There are a couple of ways to make sure you get the most out of your practice, and he shares them in Golf Magazine. First, approach the ball with purpose. Treat every shot like you would on the course. Stand behind the ball and visualize what you want the ball to do. Then walk in and go through the same routine you use during a round on the golf course. Second, try the towel drill. To make certain you aren't skipping the club head into the ball, place the towel a few inches behind the ball and try not to hit the towel on the downswing. This will help promote ball-first contact. If you disturb the towel, then you know you're hitting the ground too early. Ball-first contact is imperative. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
At Stockton Honda, we know how to honor a great deal. Like right now during our President's Day sales event. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, you can find star-spangled savings on some of our best models. Why not stop in today and see for yourself? Come celebrate at Stockton Honda and get huge savings on our giant selection. Plus top dollar for your trade.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Winter is in full swing, and Aleve is here to keep you moving. When the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief to get you through whatever the season brings. Chilly days or cozy nights, Aleve gives you that long-lasting body pain relief you can count on this winter. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Wow. We've
run into this before.
Week 3, and I guess the honeymoon phase is over.
Right.
What are they? Styles? Allen and Styles? Styles and Allen? Big trade day? Let me guess. They're you know what? Honestly, they're probably meeting with either the big boss or Sales.
Or Kyle.
Yeah.
They're all over there.
Anthony, are you texting him? Don't text. No, don't text him. No. I appreciate it. Don't text him. Let's see. I guarantee you. Okay, let's all take a guess. I say it's either a meeting. I think it's something sales related.
I think they're just lost time and they're talking about
Wow, really?
They were there as of the 9:30 break.
I saw Matt earlier, like an hour or so ago.
Yeah, he was in here.
He was in here.
He's eager to go.
He was going to do a Carmichael Dave impersonation, he even said.
I wanted to hear it. But even now, come on.
Yeah, hello.
Been back for a while.
Wow. All right, well.
I'm going to give you all of the birthdays so you can win.
You know what? You should.
Yeah.
You know what? You should. We should just go to celebrity birthdays right now, and it'll be me and Anthony.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Crumble Cookies.
Friday was Anthony versus Kyle.
Yeah.
Not our best performance as a station.
I'm on, just as far as questions, any questions, I think I'm on 20-plus losing streak.
Yeah.
I think I get everything wrong.
He's on a drought.
Everything.
He's getting the number one pick.
It's the opposite. It's not even. It could be a yes or no answer.
You know what you didn't get wrong, though?
What?
Your time with us.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Well done.
He's tanking.
It's fine. It's a good draft.
He's got one more day.
Yeah. All right. Celebrity birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Yeah, they're. You really want to wait for them, don't you? Still not here.
I don't even hear the door down the hall.
No. Oh, no.
They're nowhere.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, come on in.
You are.
Yeah. No. Hey, we get it. I mean, week 3.
Way late.
Honeymoon's over.
Yeah, they're done with us.
Week 3. I saw Matt here. He was in the studio an hour plus ago.
Yeah.
Now they're like Allen Styles, where they're not meeting with the bid boss.
No, they're just.
Where they're not meeting with sales. Where they're not taking their action photos. Oh, well, let's just roll in.
We roll in when we want.
We took.
Our apologies.
We took. No, that's fine.
Nice mic.
Yeah, hello.
What were you guys doing?
Yeah, what were you doing?
Discussing our show.
Chit-chatting.
You nailed it. You nailed it. I thought it was a meeting or something. Dude, chit-chatting. Jason, just the fact that they weren't in a meeting or something, does that actually make it worse?
Ooh.
Your thoughts? Because they just, forgot.
Yeah.
Ooh, we looked down at the time, and Matt goes, my goodness, the time just passed us by.
Wait,
Gotta hop back into that
hold
studio.
hold on.
That's how I
Wait, is
sound.
that really was that the voice?
Well, I was doing it as like a bit.
My goodness.
No, let's hear it again.
Yeah, please.
Matt looked down at his phone and he said, "My golly,
Oh, now it's
I think the time has passed."
My God, it's 9:45. We're gonna be on the air in 3 minutes.
I'm used to living in the South, clearly.
When did Matt? Were you in the? When this became the yearling? Was this
Listen,
old Dan and little Ann? What's going on? Are we old Yeller?
my past is my past. You don't know where I'm from.
No.
Right. You never know.
Although I know.
Darn tootin'.
Are you one of the Georges convicted of PED use, or?
Oh boy.
Your cousin
I got
Paul.
away. I got away with it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're the supplier.
I am.
He's smart.
That's George. That's
Unlike
George on
Paul
George
George.
stuff. You can't talk about.
By the way, greatest Bay Area artist, and Dan doesn't have Too Short on there. Shame on him.
You know what?
Shame on him.
That's where my mind went to
Right?
before you
Shame
E
gave
on
the
him.
list. I probably would have said Too Short.
Yeah,
Or like E40.
Dan's E40. Yeah, Dan's not with it.
Wow,
clearly.
no love for the Hammer.
MC?
Yeah.
I didn't know MC was from there.
Oakland.
Heck yeah.
Bay Area and back.
Former A's bat boy Stanley Burrell,
Heck yeah.
now known as MC Hammer, who I believe rumor had it there was somebody on his tour that coaches football.
Big stingers up.
Big stingers up. Yeah, current Sac State head
that's
coach.
right.
Coach Schroder.
I saw the moves.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Any hot takes today about anything that happened over the weekend? Or you
I mean,
just,
I'm just going to continue to be the mouthpiece for the organization that I am,
You are.
Dave.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Let me tell you why Keon Ellis deserved to be traded and blah, 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 blah.
I don't understand why you're catching all this heat for that.
oh no, you'll get it. And if it just wait long
Bring
enough.
it.
When people get so mad, they yell at us, and it's like either you're way too negative,
Yep.
Yeah.
or you're shilling,
Yep.
and not
There's no
Kurt.
middle.
There's no
Right.
middle. And I have so much fun. So like I saw like somebody said that to Matt. They're saying it to me too, of course, but they say it to Matt, and then I jump in. I love it. I love triggering those people. I'll just jump in.
It's
and
just this long
The
thing
amount of
comment.
threads that I was getting notifications
Yeah.
on that was Dave and a fan that loosely tagged me.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, why
And
am I
just-
here?
I was watching the
What?
Grammy. I was watching the Grammys last night, doing all the things you're not supposed to do. I'm like, God, dude, how bad is your life? It's Sunday night. Step outside. Like, what are we doing?
But what's
Touch
funny
grass.
is you just get the notifications on your phone that says, Carmichael Dave,
Sure.
you're an idiot, go away. And I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
How am I attached to
Hold
this?
on, though. Wait. What? Notifications?
Yeah.
What notification do you have on?
Bing. You
Yeah.
know, it just shows you
For my tweets?
No, not ever. No, because then my phone will blow
For just
up.
anything you're tagged into?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm tagged, it'll show up at the top. It
Ooh,
just says,
I
you
get
gotta-
that, too.
You got to turn that
yeah,
off.
I'm not as big time as you, Carmichael.
I'm saying no. I turn mine off.
Yeah.
Why would you not turn it
I
off?
like it because the minute someone crap talks
Oh.
me, I come right back at them,
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like
I'm
right
get-
there.
Oh my God, I'm getting a burner. Kayla, your accent was stupid earlier. Just see what you can find with.
So I have had a
You
few
putz.
interesting social media interactions over my career with one De'Aaron Fox. And let me tell you, when those notifications came on my phone and it
Yeah.
said at De'Aaron Fox, I was like, uh-oh, well,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That's
me.
fun.
All right, hold on. I need a vote real quick, Anthony. I need you involved. Kyle, can you hear me? Okay. I need a show of hands here.
I know where you're going.
I need. Okay. All right. Was it an intentional yet
Yes.
seemingly unintentional
Yes.
flex by Matt there?
Oh, you can't talk, bro.
Hold on.
No,
hold
I
on.
agree.
Hold
I
on.
need a
Hold
question.
on.
No, hold on.
I have.
Here.
When he
Guilty.
said I've
Nope.
had these interactions with De'Aaron
Here, let me.
Fox.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
post a screenshot of
Yeah.
a 40-minute phone call I had with Scott Perry.
Where is that?
I
Show that
mean,
to
yeah, but I would do it too.
me. Yeah. Show that to
Let's
me.
see.
Where is that?
Oh, was it deleted?
Deleted? What are you talking about? Never happened.
Okay.
Wow, now we're making things up.
Dave went back and deleted.
No, it wouldn't let me because I had to add salmon.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to
The
add
edit.
salmon?
Yeah. As soon as you edit, you
I had
Oh,
to add
God.
salmon.
Have you heard of those facials?
what? Come on.
I'm talking about a skin treatment.
Come on.
No, I have not.
Salmon sperm facials.
Oh, what?
Salmon.
No.
Oh.
Salmon.
Yes.
Did I
Look
hear that
it
right?
up. Look it up, boys. This
What
is
is
an
it called?
actual thing that helps your
Salmon.
skin.
I don't want to say the second
Salmon
word out loud.
sperms facial,
Oh,
you
no.
guys.
Salmon, I'll say it. Salmon, sperm, space.
Yeah, no, there's an
Say it 3
alliteration
times
thing.
fast.
There's an alliteration miss there by
Oh,
whoever.
is this?
It's a thing, and it's really supposed to be great for your skin.
What is it called?
A salmon sperm facial.
Near me. It's
Yes,
the first thing that came up.
near you.
Salmon
Hello.
sperm facial. What it is, how it works, and why it's
There
the next
you
big
go.
thing.
Make sure you both clear your search history.
Let me tell
I know, right?
Let me be clear.
No.
I'm not letting Flipper or whatever. Yeah, it's not happening, dude. I don't care if it instantly throws 20 years. Have you? I don't even want to know. But have you?
No,
Okay.
I have. It's too expensive for me at this time.
That's why?
Yes, else I would.
That's why.
Do we believe it?
No, I believe it, but now I'm wondering. Her claim is, and I believe her, that it's the price range. So now I'm wondering.
Oh,
if we perhaps did a GoFundMe.
Perfect. I'll do it.
Really?
If you do GoFundMe, I will be the first one
What
into
is the name of this segment?
Medical spa.
What is the name of the GoFundMe for this procedure for Kayla? Carmichael Dave, go.
You know what? I'm not going to be immature like everyone else. I'm just going to say what it actually would be. Help Kayla get a facial.
Wow.
And then you
Fish
raise
facial.
that. I'm just going to be an adult.
I just looked up the price.
How much is it?
See?
Are you serious?
How
Why
much
is
is
this
it?
happening?
I told
Just
you.
you guys guess.
100,000.
What?
No.
No.
What in the
I
world?
would've
He looks
got-
surprised.
Get the hell out of here.
That's like plastic
Minus the
surgery.
fish?
It's 4 figures, right?
No, I'll say it's $120.
Oh my God, Dave, I can afford that.
Well, I don't know.
Jeez.
Rich
What do you
radio.
think? I'm on the
600.
streets?
According to this, it was just I didn't go to a specific site.
Yeah.
It says anywhere between 500 and 1,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot
And
of
it's
money.
usually 1,000 plus.
I feel like
I mean, how do they collect it?
I feel like with some power bait and a fishing pole, we can solve this real quick.
But
Let's take a trip
Can't you guys?
to the bay.
What was that?
Yeah, I'm cutting
Remember,
open
it's
the.
not a dolphin; it's a salmon.
No, I'm cutting open
No,
the salmon
but what was-
and
Shaking?
Shaking.
isn't
what
that
out?
what? No, like
The
whatever
guts?
the gut, the stuff.
That I don't.
I don't want to say that word out loud.
Where are you getting the?
From inside the salmon. What are you supposed to show in an adult movie?
I don't know.
I-
Well,
I don't know how they collect it.
I'm assuming they have the same things.
Talk dirty to it. Dirty fish.
Here, fishy, fishy. Oh my God! These crosstalks are gonna get.
Gonna.
Sorry about that.
happens when you guys
Well,
are
that's
out
I'm
breaking
having a
news.
spritz. Maybe that's.
Oh,
That's what it's
again,
called,
we're
the
back
fish
to it again.
spritz.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fish sticks. Fish
Wait, what?
Spritz.
Fish. Those are so good.
bringing in a salmon. Hey, buddy. Third floor deposits. Caitlin needs you.
I'll let you know when.
Celebrity birthday. Save us.
Right.
Shakira is turning.
Oh, speaking of.
She's
okay.
for sure had it.
I don't care.
Oh yeah.
She's for sure had it done.
49.
I think she's 50.
Yeah, I think she's like 51 or 52. 52.
We got in one birthday.
Anthony.
53.
Oh, we have a correct answer. It goes to Carmichael Dave, 49.
Oh.
Happy birthday to Dwayne Chapman, also known as Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh.
Ooh.
71.
He looks rough.
He looks like he's 99.
He
but
needs the.
I'm
He
gonna
needs
say
the-
76.
73.
75.
We have a correct answer. It goes to Kayla Anderson. Happy birthday to Christy Brinkley.
Oh, she's a babe.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, National Lampoon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Christy Brinkley is 69.
Oh man.
68.
70?
71.
Anthony's closest, 72 today.
Holy smokes.
Um,
Ew.
Well, just,
that's it.
I don't.
All right.
All right. Well,
Oh, sorry guys.
Guess we're going to learn more about
I'm not
salmon
even doing a
coming up.
promo. They're
did it now.
they're locked
I
in.
don't wanna.
So for that's a dolphin.
Fish out of water.
For Jason and Anthony and Sam and
Almost got it.
We'll see you tomorrow. Light the beam.
Yeah, sure.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways